Hello, gang. Hello, friends. I think I should open Twitch chat up. I'm multi-streaming for the first time literally ever, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Also, I don't know if this is doing shit for me. Is this doing shit for me? Oh. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the overhead lighting, but I don't know if there's a better way to do this, to be honest. Let's see. Okay. Well, that did nothing. Did nothing, obviously, because why would it do anything? Why would it do anything? My stream working is the question. Is it looking good? Hello? Okay. It's functional, we're good. I can open up my stream manager. We're chilling, all right? We're safe here. I kind of have a headache, and it's definitely because I didn't have enough water today, but if I admit that, that means I admit defeat. And you can't have that happen. You simply cannot have that happen. Okay, head hurts, Advil is about to be had, and we got some planning to do, gang. Okay, for those of you who remember, I made my friend Gigi like 8 cakes earlier this year. And you might remember how we did a little plan. We made some concept art prior to beginning to bake because they were a bit more complicated in terms of decorating. I'm not going to do that today, I don't think. I'm not making a cake. Okay, I haven't told you what our quest for today is. I'm not making a cake. What we're doing is we're going to be doing a fall-themed baked good. I'm hosting basically like a movie night tomorrow with some friends, and what's going to end up happening is that it's going to be a bake swap as well as movie night. Basically just means that everyone's going to bake a home good item. The theme is autumn. Obviously, it is fall. And then people are going to come over. They're going to give me containers that they bring from home. They're going to bring their baked goods. I'll have baked goods here, and then we're going to be doing a bake swap. So I'll take some of theirs, they'll take some of mine. And we're going to watch a movie. I'll have snacks and everything good, okay? It's going to be super fun and exciting. I need to like find a better way to multitask on this laptop. I've never used this laptop before. Oh, chatters. We got TikTok chat of all places. Whoa, Gamer Baker. Hello, Twitch chat. Hi, Kay. What would you like to bake? What? But like, what if you'd like bake something that you couldn't take till Wednesday because parole? Is this your way of telling chat that you're on parole? You know what? There's gonna be other swaps of other varieties this month. Basically, I am the go-to hosting friend in most of my friend groups. So I've planned some festive fall activities for us. We'll see how flaky people are naturally. But tomorrow we're doing a bake swap, so that's what we're doing today. As I was saying before, don't know if you guys remember, but when I did my friend's birthday thing, I ended up making like twice as many cakes as I was supposed to, but I did draw concept art for like a bunch of them. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, like what is it called? Cinema roll cake and the Skyrim cake and all that good stuff. The Skyrim cake was on here as well. Normally, I would come up with some concepts again. Like when I did Life is Strange cookies last year, we did some concept art for that. It's almost Life is Strange Day, everybody. Congratulations. But I don't think I'm going to do any concept this time. I do not think. What does this look like on TikTok? I have no idea what this looks like on TikTok. It doesn't even tell me like on my phone on TikTok that I'm live, and usually I use my phone to check if my Twitch stream is good, but I can't even check if the TikTok stream is good because it doesn't tell me that I'm live on my phone. Like you can't like edit the live at all, which I guess makes sense because I'm not live from my phone. I'm live from like a computer on TikTok. I don't know how that works. Oops. Like, I don't know how it's like cropped the video. Is it like landscape on TikTok? I don't know how this works. I feel incredibly silly. I wish there was a way for me to see. It's landscape. Okay, so it's like just like Twitch stream, but it's just on TikTok. Okay, I'll take it. That makes sense. I'll allow it. Thank you for the context there. I had no idea what it looked like at all. Okay. I don't know what I want to make. This is the problem. So the rule is that everybody who shows up needs... You're sending it to me. That's so cute. Thank you. So incredibly helpful. Oh. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, thank you. That's great. This is good to know for future reference. Yeah, so the rule for this bake swap is that everybody has to bring something, no matter if they're a couple, okay? Each individual person in that relationship must bring something. So that means that my partner is also baking something later. The whole funny part of this theme is that some of the people who are coming have never baked a thing in their freaking lives, right? I don't think my partner has ever baked anything by himself from scratch. I am the baking one in this partnership. My old roommate is coming. Andre is coming. He also does not bake. When we lived together, he mostly ate pasta. And that's the extent of him going in the kitchen and making food. But then there's also my friend like Leticia's come in. She also streams on Twitch. She knows how to bake, you know? So it'll be fun. Like, we're gonna have a mixture of people who can and cannot bake to save their lives, which is the funny part of this theme. It's supposed to be challenging and funny, and we'll have some good stuff, and maybe all of it will be good. I don't know. I have faith in my friends, though. We'll see. Okay, so I was thinking, I didn't do any grocery shopping for this. Things that I already have in my kitchen includes a can of pumpkin puree. Okay, also this Ozbot is gonna follow me everywhere I go. I have a can of pumpkin puree. Okay, this makes sense. I made pumpkin spice chai martinis the last time I used one of these. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Highly recommend that. It was delicious. But I have pumpkin, okay? So that's pretty fall, right? That's a fall flavor for sure. I did buy some pumpkin spice, you know? What is it called? It's literally just called pumpkin pie spice. This stuff, look at it. Wow. Also, this might get annoying, so let's maybe not do that. We'll just do this while I talk to you guys. Okay, so, pumpkin pie spice, gorgeous. We love her. Smells like spices, mostly just like nutmeg and stuff. What's in here? Cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and allspice, and cloves, which, if you didn't know, is what's in pumpkin pie spice. If you're like me and you went to your nearest grocery store recently when I made those chai latte martini thingies, they didn't have any of this because everybody had the exact same thought as me. Okay, as soon as like the first week of rain happened in Vancouver a couple weeks ago, they wanted their damn pumpkin pie spice. So I went to the bulk section and I made my own. Basically is what ended up happening. That is what's in pumpkin pie spice. If you don't have this, but you have most of what's back here at home, you can also participate in fall baking. It's really fun, I promise. It's great. It's great. Okay, I might also need to put my hair up, but that might be a problem for later. I also have bananas back here, as you can see. They're not quite brown yet, so I don't think banana bread's on the table. They're a little bit too alive still. Other things, I'm not gonna go fish for it, but I have like, I don't know, I don't think almond is a very fall extract flavor, but I do have a caramel in there. I could make like Christmas crack, but that feels Christmas. It's literally in the name. I do have pumpkin spice coffee creamer in my fridge as well. I also have chai still from when I did those latte thingies. I'll show you. I'll take that out and demonstrate what that looks like. So I have some decaf vanilla chai. So let me explain my thought process. I considered doing a cookie, but I feel like a cookie is like low-hanging fruit a little bit. Like a cookie, you know, ginger snaps, butterscotch, sugar cookie with like decorations, you know, that feels like low-hanging fruit. Whereas I was thinking like maybe a pumpkin chai cupcake with buttercream frosting and a little bit of cinnamon could be really, really good. Or that could also be basic. And everybody's making things that are surprises, so I have no idea what people are making. I could also do like a pumpkin loaf, but I no longer have a bread tin. My friend threw that one out. So I'm a little bit conflicted on what to make. I'm not too sure what to make. I don't know. Chat, do we have any thoughts about what to bake, what to make? Nothing? Nothing? Oops. Okay. Let me do some Google searching, see what the internet has to offer for recipes, and then I will tell you guys what I found. I did do a little bit of Google searching prior to this though, just because I wanted to come in a little bit prepared with a general idea of what I wanted. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. I think it was like pumpkin, chai. Oh my god, hi! I was literally just talking about you. I was literally just talking about how you're also on Twitch. That's so funny. I'm doing my baking for our bake swap tomorrow right now. Have you already baked, my queen? I am so non-committal to streaming on set schedule, so I understand, girl. Me too. You just got back from the grocery store. I'm so excited to see what you make, but I'm tempted to like have these be surprises. I have no idea what Andre's making. I don't know what like my friend Lucia is making or tomorrow after work. Yeah, there's time to bake between work and my place. It'll be a surprise. Ah, that's so exciting. Yeah, I'm like literally deciding right now what I should do. Cause I don't know if I should tell you, but oh, that's plenty of time. You got this. Well, I was thinking, how many baked items are there on this face of the planet? I don't know. I was thinking I could go the sugar cookie route, right? And I could just do like a basic sugar cookie and I could decorate it Halloween. We got these very retro color scheme sprinkles from somewhere. If I could find where they are, that'd be awesome. I actually have no clue where they are. That's a little awkward. I'll have to find them. But they're like very retro Halloween color scheme. They're like purple and green and yellow and black. They're always safe. That's the problem though. It feels like low-hanging fruit. I imagine that the people who don't bake, who are coming, might try to take on the sugar cookie route as like their attempt at baking. Aaron, do you know where those sprinkles are?
I think they're in the baking cabinet.
Down here? I don't see them. Why don't see them? The other option is cupcakes, which I could do, but then I brought cupcakes to Ricardo's party. And they weren't cupcakes, they were muffins, but like they were mini muffins, so they were cupcake sized. And those were also pumpkin. They were also fall festive. But I was thinking of a different flavor for the cupcakes if I do that again. I was thinking of making them the big ones instead of the little ones. Because we've just been doing a lot of little mini cupcakes in my house, and I haven't had a big one in a long time. Or the other options are different varieties of cookies, like ginger snaps. That's fall, you know, but also kind of boring. Like your grandma might make that, and I'm not your grandma, you know. Oh, they were in our bedroom?
They're in your bag.
In my bag? What is that? Oh, like my tote bag? Okay. Hello? Look, they're so festive and retro color. The color grading on this webcam is not very good, I will say. Wow. Wow. Delicious and nice. I know, it's very technological. I got it on sale on Amazon. This is my IRL camera. I don't know if I like it though. Okay, wait, look. Now it's gonna follow me wherever I go in my kitchen. I don't know how it chooses when to zoom in on my face though. I don't know how it chooses when or how to do that. But if I go right here, it's gonna zoom out. It's a little bit up close and personal. It's cool though. I will stop it from doing that again anytime soon. It's a little bit unsettling, I will say. Also, it does help. The mics also help. If you have one on IRL in your kitchen, it definitely helps a lot. Yeah. That ASMR, is that really, really loud? I don't know. Anyway, these are cute. The color's cute. Could be good for sugar cookies. Or if I was doing basic cupcakes. But I was thinking more like cozy aesthetic fall cupcakes, you know? Don't know. Still haven't chosen. And then, well, I was thinking of something else. I was thinking of one other thing, and I can't remember what it was. It was not cookies or cupcakes. Like a pumpkin loaf, pumpkin bread. But the thing is, I don't have a bread tin anymore. So that's fun. Basically, I'm trying to feel like some level of inspiration between chai and pumpkin. Apple is not on the table for me. But yeah, you're right. There might be more apple and ginger. Yeah, jump in.
Who's looking?
I'm just looking. I'm streaming on TikTok too. I didn't know it was freaking possible. I had no idea it worked this way. Yeah, pumpkin pie, pumpkin chai something. That was kind of the vibe I was thinking of going for. Cause I did pumpkin chai latte martini thingies. You're in the shot. You gonna go with cereal? You need cereal? Okay. I did a pumpkin chai latte martini thingies, and they were good. So I kind of fuck with the pumpkin chai vibe. When are you gonna start your baking?
Either tonight or tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Maybe.
That's crazy work. There's no way you're getting it done tomorrow.
ASMR.
Yeah. Vector, not Vector, what is it called? Frosted Flakes is not as bad as I remember. Actually, they kind of hit.
Are you gonna use this in your baking?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do something with that. Ah! Well, there's a frosted flake down my shirt now. Look, a magic trick. I also figured we would use like the beef for like meatballs or something for Friday.
Oh yeah.
Like meatballs and like we'll get like a loaf of bread. Oh, they're wet now. Oh, not that one though. Okay. What's your opinion?
What are the options?
Like a cupcake or something else? How many cupcakes does it make? Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. Enough of that. Serving 16 cupcakes? I don't know. Those are the big cupcakes too, right? Those aren't the little ones? Yeah, there's no way because there's a freaking mug right there. Okay.
I don't know, I feel like mini cupcakes would be
Mini cupcakes? I feel like we haven't had a big cupcake in so long.
Yeah.
And there's something so satisfying like having like a singular large cupcake to yourself. Yeah, the pumpkin cupcake. I think the like recipe I'm looking at, it's like you do the pumpkin and the chai. I don't know. The thing is like a lot of these like cupcake recipes don't have like a liquid base anywhere in them. So I would want to steep that in that. You know? There is a section where they do heavy cream for the frosting. So I might steep that in that. You know? Does that make sense? Maybe I'll do that now. Maybe I'll heat it up a little bit and do that now and then steep a bunch of, because I think all it wanted me to do was use chai spices, which are really similar to pumpkin pie spice. There's nothing chai about it. So I'll do that now. I also have this other chai coffee thingy, but I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's like a pre-made packet of stuff. Oh, it is like an instant tea mix. I didn't purchase this. No, there's like no milk in the cupcake batter. It has a base of, the most liquidy thing that it has is coconut oil and eggs. No milk in the batter. How do I get such good camera quality? I'm not on mobile. This is a webcam. So I'm multi-streaming between TikTok and Twitch right now. So I'm on my desktop streaming on Twitch, but the feed's going to also TikTok at the same time. Okay, what is going on here? I don't know how to use TikTok Live. I've never done this before, guys. That's unfortunate. I might have to wait it out. Damn. What the helly? It's a little bizarre to me that you can't, like, moderate your TikTok on this. I see. I can download like a Streamlabs equivalent for Twitch, and then I can fix the problem I'm having. Wow. I see. Okay, well, I'll do that while this steams, I guess. Not steams, what is it called? Boils. Yes, but this one's like a pre-mixed thing, and I haven't used this before. I wonder if this would be good in the cream. Oh my god, I'm using a laptop, and I never use laptops. It's like actually hard. Oh, you know what? That does smell chai-like. Maybe I'll use this. I don't know. I'm smelling this as if I could fucking smell through the packaging, but maybe I can. No luck. All right. We must move on and get started on things, I fear, as much as I'm loving the dilly-dallying. Okay, so I need to do a 4th cup of this heavy cream, but I'm gonna steep some of this chai into it. And the brown sugar frosting is supposed to be brown sugar, and will it dissolve in cold cream, or would you? This is like an instant packet of stuff. So I'm imagining that it's completely dissolvable. And if it's not, I can just put it through, whenever I have to add it to the actual frosting, I'm just going to put it through a sieve or something if it's not. You already fucking said that. I'm blind, girl. Wow. Wow. My head still hurts. This headache is still not gone away. Okay, I've been thinking about putting my hair up for so long, and I've failed to do that several times already. So I should do that now. I don't know where my freaking thingy is, though. Okay, I've returned with a hair clip. Dissolve it like the littlest amount of hot water and then add it to the cold cream. Oh, that's true. I could do that. Maybe I'll do that with just a little bit of cream in this. I don't want to water down the heavy cream at all, just in case. A 1/4 of a cup, that's it? That feels like not a lot. This recipe claims, I should also pull out eggs so they're warmer. Oopsies. This recipe claims to yield 16 cupcakes. 16 whole ass cupcakes. And they're like the full size cupcakes, but like, I feel like I should know better. Brown sugar frosting, like they're only calling for 8 tablespoons of it. But the way that they have decorated them, like, this is definitely a full-sized cupcake, no? Is that not a full-sized cupcake? I mean, it's beside a freaking mug and it looks full-size to me. Looks decent sized. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I guess we're just gonna do. I have to jump back down to this freaking recipe again. Good work. Good work. 1/4 cup just doesn't feel like a lot. Okay, we can do that. This is fine. This is fine with me, I suppose. I even feel like... I don't know. It's just a little strange. I just was expecting more liquid, I guess, but it's all good. It's all good. Let me see if I can fucking pull my shit up. Hey, I just lost my... How do you multitask again on an iPad? That's definitely not what I was trying to do. Okay, very good. Nope. Bitch, what the hell? What the hell, what the hell, what the hell? It doesn't... I mean, I can double check what it says. It doesn't say like in the like supplies list.
These are my try pumpkin.
Bitch, start fucking playing a video, please. I feel like I've never used an iPad before, and I feel like a fucking boomer right now. It's actually kind of annoying. Please, 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 please. Cupcake mold. Bitch, it looks like a fucking muffin-sized cupcake. I mean, regardless, like, I can't even fit 16 cupcakes into my muffin tin anyway, I don't think. I think it's 12. They look full-sized. So, they look full-size to me. I don't know. She put a freaking tomato next to one in a different picture, and it's the same size. Interesting. Yeah, it's like, yeah, crisps October Sunday morning before they actually tell you the recipe. No, dead ass. That's exactly what's happening to me right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna raw dog this. I know I'm capable enough. I'm just really doubting myself. Okay. This is already getting pretty hot. Okay, I'm gonna dissolve this in here. Meow. Meow. It's a lot in this though. My mini whisk. That's probably a terribly horrible noise. Let me mute myself while I whisk in this metal thing. Jeez. Okay. It do taste like chai, but I think I could add a little bit more, and then I feel like it's probably good for the chai taste that I'm going for. So I'm gonna mute again so I don't cause you guys to go deaf with the metal on metal scratching noises. Okay. Time to taste test again. It's quite dark this time, like way darker than a chai should be. Oh, she's strong. Also, don't worry, that was a different spoon. Okay. Oh, my voice just cracked. Who am I, a fucking 12-year-old boy? I don't need the rest of this. Actually, do I need the rest of this? Maybe. I'll leave it here for now. All right. Alrighty. What is next? I need to figure that out. So, technically we haven't even freaking started anything. To make the chai spice, I don't need to do that because I just used one of these. What? Okay, wait. I missed something here. What am I preheating to? 350. It's gonna get really hot in here in a second. It wants me to do what? Add a third cup of granulated sugar. Well, that's just in the spice, though. Shit, but I guess I should find and put that aside because it's obviously like a texture thing for later. Okay. Found my 1/3. Okay, let's put that aside for later because I've already gone ahead and mixed that into... It's also unrelated. I did just do that entirely unrelated because the frosting is not supposed to have... Yeah, the frosting's not supposed to have anything chai in it, but I figured that would probably taste a lot better. Okay, so I should still probably do all of this. Okay. I'm understanding what's happening here. It's kind of a strange ingredients list on that. Like, I'm surprised it doesn't include, like, specifically, like, more of what's in the spice blend, but it doesn't say anything about that. Okay. I think I'm getting old. Schmiggy. Hi. Nice to see ya. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Doing well, I hope. Thank you for the sub. You've subscribed at tier 1 for 11 months? It's been that long? 11 months. Happy 11 months. Woke up from a nap. That's nice. What time zone are you in again? I'd be forgetting these things. Okay, that's like about a third of a cup. About a third. I'm gonna need this out still, I think. Usually I pull out all of my ingredients. I'm not very good at the streaming and baking thing at the same time yet, obviously, as you can tell. And usually I wouldn't have my bangs out like this. But I do right now. And they look a little fuck ass because they're curly. Also, is my hair that brown? I need to re-dye it. Brown is not my color, girly pop. PST. Okay, so it's also 7:48 for you. 'Tis also the same time. Okay. I am losing my voice. No! No, I need some tea. It wasn't even freaking hot. Okay, let's boil some more water for some tea so I don't freaking lose my voice, because that would be bad. That'd be so bad. Okay. I need to lock the fuck in. What am I doing here? Okay, I should pull out my ingredients, because if I don't, I feel lost. And my neck really hurts all of a sudden. Everything's going wrong. Ow. Okay. I need cinnamon. I don't think I have any in a shaker, but I do have sugar and cinnamon mixed together in here somewhere. I promise. I promise. Unless I used that all for a different baking thing. I must have. Well, in that case, I have actual cinnamon in a bag, which is just more annoying than regular cinnamon. I could put it back in this thing, but that requires me doing that, and I don't feel like doing that right now. I don't know if I have any ground ginger, but that is fine because we have this, and we have the pumpkin pie spice. Okay? And everything else is all stuff that's already in pumpkin pie spice, which is crazy because they call that chai spice, but it's literally the exact same fucking thing. Basically the same shit. Like, the only thing that I think it's missing is cardamom, which I don't, that's in here. It's in here. It's literally in this ingredients list. There's cardamom in this, so that's fine. Okay, I've put that aside. I will have to do, like, the measurements on that in a funky little way, considering, like, there's already cinnamon in this. So maybe I'll not include, I don't know, because the percentages of how this works is a bit funky, unky. Got some coconut oil that is melted. It's too hot in my apartment. We need dark brown sugar. I only got regular, I don't have molasses. So we're going with regular brown sugar. How many cups of that though? Because I don't think I have enough. Oh no, I do. Not a lot at all. If your brown sugar is hard, like, when I say hard, it's literally like this, and you can't like scoop it up easily, what you can do is you just microwave it. You microwave it for like 10 seconds, and it becomes really, really soft, like the molasses in it, I guess, is what makes it soft again. Because if you run out of brown sugar, literally the way you make it is just by using regular granulated sugar and then adding molasses to it. And you basically just stir it together, and then it coats the sugar, and it becomes brown sugar, and that's why it's all like sticky and it packs together. But yeah, if it's hard like mine is, because I don't have a really good method of storing it, just microwave it. It's easier to work with. Nothing happens to it. It's fine. Fun fact. Okay, I need vanilla extract. I've already pulled out my eggs. They're over on the other side of my counter over there. This freaking Ozbot is doing some funky stuff. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, there you go. It's fucking stopped. Jeez Louise. Okay, vanilla extract, pumpkin puree. I need flour. Ooh, you know what? It's kind of a good thing that Aaron's not baking tonight because I just realized this is all the flour we have, which is not a lot. The Zoom is so theatrical. I love it. I know. She's a drama queen. No one needs this. You know what? That's plenty of flour. Never mind, I'm lying. Baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Okay. That's not the salt I'm looking for. I don't got no kosher salt, but I got table salt. But I do have baking soda and baking powder in this cabinet over here. Damn, I'm old. Fucking bending over really hurts. Okay. Now I need to pull out, I guess I should have pulled out butter earlier. Okay, it says only 8 tablespoons of butter, which I feel like is not a lot of butter at all. Hey Google, how many grams is 8 tablespoons of butter?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Incredibly helpful. Hey Google, how many grams is 8 tablespoons of butter?
Sorry, I don't
Okay,
understand.
my girlie cannot do math to save her fucking life, and I'm gonna be throwing her off my multi-floor apartment. That's actually insane. What is your purpose? Let me Google it. Because there's no way I'm about to pack 8 tablespoons of butter into my measuring spoon when I can just measure it out in grams. That makes no fucking sense. How many grams is 8? Okay, no. Tablespoons of butter. It's about 113 grams. Obviously, it's only an estimation because I imagine that some butter is denser than other butters. But 113 grams is what I got, which does not feel like a lot of butter at all. And if these are full-size cupcakes, I feel like there should be more buttercream. Maybe I'm insane for thinking that. Maybe I'm the problem with the world. Like, here, let's do this. Let's measure it, shall we? Okay, I've pulled out this suspicious looking tin-foiled butter. What are we guessing that this weighs? This is about 1/3 of a brick of butter, just over 1/3. And this doesn't even feel like a lot of butter to use in buttercream. I'm sure that this is heavier than 100 grams. Considering this thing of butter is typically about, it's just under 500 grams, right? So this is probably about 200 grams. Any guesses in chat what we're working with here? Sorry, I'm ripping off the packaging over my sink. Okay, I'm gonna say about 200. This is 175. So I was 15 grams short. Did chat have any guesses? I'll come look in a second. Okay. I'm gonna move this over here for ease. 213, and you're about 30 grams off. It's okay. But this still feels like not a lot of buttercream. I know when we cream our butter with sugar, it's gonna like aerate some more and like obviously increase in volume because you've added air to it and also sugar, but I feel like if I'm piping that many cupcakes, like muffin-sized cupcakes. Regardless, if it's even a slightly smaller size than a muffin tin, it's supposed to yield 16 of those maybe medium size between cupcake and muffin. So it should still do 12 muffin-sized tins. But, like, this is the muffin tin that I have. And this looks like about the same size as what we saw on their website. So that's why I'm a little bit confused. I'm not totally sure. Yeah, like this to cover 12 of those. I can make more buttercream, of course. I'm just a little confused by it. Okay, I've pulled out my heavy cream. I've pre-seasoned it with what I wasn't supposed to season it with, but that's fine. It wants me to use brown sugar for that, but honestly, I might just do like a regular buttercream style with some icing sugar and with that chai spice heavy cream that I've whipped together versus just doing brown sugar and heavy cream that's like plain. So I'll pull that out. And it wants me to use, it wants me to use that powdered sugar and also brown sugar. I see. Well, we can do both. That's fine. More vanilla and also cinnamon, which I've already pulled out. So that's fine. To make the chai spice in a shallow bowl. Okay, so we'll have to do this, our weird measurements between these 3 different spices. And then we will also do this 1/3 cup of sugar. That basically happened. Am I too tall for this framing? No, I'm not. So we can go indeed a little bit lower, and you can see more of my counter. Yippee! Yeah, I think it'll be more in volume 2. Maybe I'm a little kooky crazy in the ratio of. Oh shit, my floorboards are doing the thing where they slide far away from each other. That's not good. Oh, this one can like really get, oh my god, wait. I have to show my partner this. This is actually crazy. Wait. Aaron.
Yeah.
Come.
What's up?
Pause Silk Song, King.
What's up?
You can come around the far side if you don't want to be on camera. I'll zoom in so they don't see you. Go over here.
Oh.
Isn't that insane?
What the hell?
It's the subfloor.
Kind of like a glitch in the Matrix.
I did do that. I did not take video evidence of what just happened. My floor is, you can like push them because they're like laminate flooring, and the ones that go underneath the cabinetry are obviously cut underneath the cabinetry, so when you're walking around in the kitchen, if you like move in the correct way, you can push the floorboard underneath our cabinet, which just happened to me, and I just revealed like this much subfloor, which is crazy. That's crazy. Wash my hands again. Okay, we'll do this spice mix thing, and then what happens after that? It wants us to line our cupcake tin with liners, which we can do, that's fine. Okay, I spilt frickin' spice in my thingy, my gas stove. I didn't even notice. All right, cupcake liners, muffin liners. Engineering is my passion. I love that. My brain hurts. Okay, seriously, get out. Get. Girl. Okay. Okay, I need to stop using my nails as tools. They're gems, not tools, they say. But it would be so easy if I just freaking stuck my nail right through this plastic bag. Isn't that the point? Okay. We'll use these brown ones. These ones are like, they're giving fall granola, you know, in a way. Okay, I'm just gonna line this. Where do I line it? Let's line it. I'll line it over here so you guys can, this exhilarating content of me lining my muffin tin. I know you guys really were hoping to see this. Okay, so we'll do that spice thing in a second. I should pull out my KitchenAid. I don't have a hand mixer, which I should probably get one because sometimes I just do not feel like whipping out my KitchenAid. This shit's fucking huge, okay? It's really helpful, but also it would be so helpful just to have a hand mixer. Or I could mix literally by hand, which I have done before when I don't want to use my KitchenAid, but I have a feeling that that's not gonna serve me today. Considering I have to make buttercream, that bitch is coming out. She's coming out of my damn cabinet for sure. For sure. Coconut oil is an interesting ingredient choice as like their oil, but I guess maybe you can't really taste it. I don't know. I just don't imagine coconut and pumpkin being complementary flavors, but maybe I'm not thinking of a well-known dish that does that well. Did you have a KitchenAid in Brazil? Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna do some weird stuff happening in this measuring process for this. So let me grab my sifter thingy. If it's in here. I got the big one in here, there's a little one somewhere else. Is it in the clean dishwasher? Oh yes it is, it's just up here, okay. Helpful item for, I have an actual like baking sifter thing, but easy for like spices and stuff. So we'll put that over our bowl. My mom had one, which was basically mine because she doesn't bake that much. Yeah, that's literally what happened to me. My dad bought my mom this KitchenAid a decade ago. It's old. And she never used it. So when I moved out, I was like, I'm taking this bitch because I was the only motherfucker that used it. So her lack of use is my win, you know? Cream colored, mine's black. It's boring, but I guess it matches like my air fryer. And oh my god, did I do the hand thing? It thinks that I did the hand thing. Maybe I did do it. Maybe I've been secretly asking for it this entire time. Behind all the plants in this cardboard box that I have not put away yet. My Nespresso, that's also black. Okay. We got ginger in this, so let's do it this way, shall we? Oh, I don't think I've taken off the thingy yet. If not, it's brand new. How do I get this thing off? There isn't a tab for it. I feel like my posture is actually what's causing my headache. Like I've been very slouched this whole day, which I don't love. But apparently that can cause a lot of like tension headaches, which I didn't really know that until recently. Okay. Oops. Brand new. She's brand new. Oops. I dropped tinfoil in my sink. That's a problem for me later. Okay. Shrimp. I am a shrimp. God. Oh, I'm like watching the delayed version of me facing away from the camera, and bitch, I got a fucking tech neck. Girl, I wish those like posture things that you see on fucking like Temu, those like crisscross thingies actually worked. But no, I fear you must just actually like care enough to remember to correct your posture and like do back at the gym. Do back day at the gym. I just realized I wasn't talking into my mic because I knocked it off my body, but. Oh, do you hear my sternum crack? Do you guys hear that? Oh, okay, moving along. I need 2 teaspoons. So this is where it gets a little a little confusing because this pumpkin spice thingy has everything in there that it's asking me to do different, you know? It's asking me to basically make this. So do I add this to the sum of everything? But that's a lot. Like that's actually like a lot in there. Weird. Okay, let's do it this way. Maybe I'll add 2 teaspoons of this stuff. I know somewhere in the review someone also said that it was very spice forward. Gonna go play some Silent Hill F. Oh my god, I haven't bought that yet. Let me know if you have fun with it. I heard it's good. Have a good shower. Don't miss me too much in there. Okay, we'll do... I feel like just 2 tablespoons of this stuff sounds insane. But I've never doubted myself this much while making a recipe before. Usually I just like fucking don't even turn my brain on for it and I just read and then I do the thing and then I eat. I don't even eat what I bake usually. I make my partner eat it, but this time I think I will try these because these do sound good. But I don't know. I just feel like with my typical experience, this 2 feels like a lot. But I guess they wanted ground ginger. And if I put in like 4 teaspoons of shit, why the fuck is the recipe refreshing? Please. Because this has, what's the order of ingredients? The order of ingredients is cinnamon, ginger. Okay, so it's not, I don't care. You know what? I've decided that I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna do it my way. We'll do it with this instead. Because it's not as strong smelling. So that was 2. It wants me to do 1 teaspoon of cardamom, which this is chai spice mix. And then it wants me to do a bunch of half teaspoons of stuff. So we'll do another one of a full teaspoon of this as a replacement. Because this is also chai flavored. And it wants me to do 4 teaspoons of cinnamon, which I can do. There's also like a whole lot still left in here somehow. And you know what? I imagine that this is like also a lot of milk product. So maybe I should just put the rest of this in here. That wasn't even the rest of it, but I think that's all I'm gonna use because that's actually like so much. Okay, let's do cinnamon. It wants 4 teaspoons of cinnamon. Crazy. Crazy insane. Oh my god, I'm ripping this package in the wrong way. This package is no longer gonna be able to be resealed for sure. Okay. You know, I understand that baking is like the true science of making food, and cooking you can pretty much guesstimate everything you do, but baking is like where you're actually supposed to care about stuff. I'm always like, this looks okay. This looks about like how much I should be using. Like I know that I'm not doing the correct ratio of things, and I don't think it's ever really been a problem. I know there's like a lot of sciencey stuff happening during the baking process, but it's never been a problem for me. So I'm gonna mind my own business and keep doing what I'm doing, I guess. Okay, so after that, you're meant to do what? I'm assuming mix it together. Oops, I wasn't supposed to put all of this in here. That's so funny. Okay, I can spin some of it out. It says to keep half of the spice blend on the side for topping the cupcakes, which I can do that. I can do that. I sifted it all on top of this. Like I was saying earlier, I've not quite figured out this talking and baking thing quite yet. Oops, I'm definitely grabbing granulated sugar, which is not supposed to happen, but it's okay, guys. It'll be okay. That's good enough. I'll just add more freaking cinnamon later. I'll add more cinnamon later. It's okay. All right, so now that I've done this, or I'm holding my tech neck because it fucking aches, because I'm looking like this. I don't know why I'm so shrimp mode. I'm not having fun here. I whip out my stand mixer. Beat together the coconut oil, brown sugar, vanilla, eggs, and pumpkin until combined. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Let's push everything aside here, all right? And you'll get to meet my KitchenAid in just a second. She's a little bit large and in charge, all right? And like actually the most fucking heavy appliance in the history of appliances ever. She's a struggle to take out. And she kind of scares me every time I do take her out, okay? She's very back heavy. Very back heavy. Okay, this is my KitchenAid. She's supposed to make the process easier. Is that true? Yes, in some cases. Is she kind of annoying to use? Yes, often. Often she is kind of annoying. So, what's gonna happen in this bowl is, oops, oh, it was not locked when I pulled it out, which is really bad because I was holding it from the back there. Beat together coconut oil. Okay. Coconut oil is here. Nope. Hello? Like Dora the motherfucking Explorer. Where'd it go? Oh, it's over here. It's here. Okay, coconut oil. Brown sugar. Vanilla, eggs. And pumpkin. Okay, and that's just going to be the first step, and then there's other things that happen after that step. Okay. Because we're going to do wet, not my dough hook, obviously not my dough hook, sorry. But we're going to use my whisking thingy because we're going to be doing batter. And I'll save my paddle for when we do the cream. Meow. Hello, Andre. Have you baked something yet, buddy? Or is that a tomorrow problem after work? What's your fall idea for your little sweet treat? For your little treat. Okay. Let's go back up to measurements. I need to figure out what I'm using. I'm missing my half cup measuring thingy, which is not in my dishwasher. Is it in my sink? I don't see it in my sink. Where the heliante is it? Am I blind? I see my quarter, I see my third. I don't see my half. Ow, my neck. After I'm done streaming, I'm definitely rubbing Icy Hot onto my shit. Damn, my neck hurt. That's so funny. My phone is, we have my phone up for chat and I can see myself going like, stretching my frickin' neck out. Go off, girl, you're so right. Ooh, it was in here. I'm just blind. I'm also tempted to add more pumpkin than it's calling for, but I don't know if I should do that. Not without replacing it in some way. 1.5. Okay, well, we'll do much all-purpose flour. I should do my dry ingredients before anything else, actually, because I don't want to have to wash and then dry this. I want to just be able to, like, and get it all out of the way. And I in a perfect world, I would own multiple of the same measuring tool, but I don't. I don't do that. So, also, I don't wake up my flour, okay? No one notices. I know I should. It's just that, like, I store my flour in a bag, and I should get a container for my flour because I use flour all the time. Like, if I'm cooking something for dinner and it's like a stew, I have flour on hand to thicken it. If we're like coating like beef to fry and get like a crisp texture on, I coat it in flour. I dry it off, coat it in flour. If I'm baking, obviously, like, I don't think I've made an ingredient in a long time or something in a long time that doesn't include flour, like a flourless dish. Honestly, the only thing I can think of off the top of my head is like Christmas crack or like crispy, what are they called, Rice Krispies? There's like a hair on my nose. I'm gonna wash my hand in a second, but there's a lot going on, okay? Okay, now that my flour is woken up, if you don't know what that means, basically you just go into your flour and you like give it a good whip. Oh, what are you focusing on? You give it a good whip, okay? And what that does is that it adds like air back into your flour, so it's not so tightly packed together. That's what I'm trying to say. If you don't wake up your flour, you're not getting the true measurement of what it should be. Like if you measure it when it's not woken up, you're actually adding more flour back into your recipe than you should be, which it's a little bit confusing if you don't bake about what you should or should not pack or what you should wake up in your recipes. It's a lot of different words, I know. But flour, I can't think of anything else off the top of my head that needs to be woken up before you measure it. But for example, with brown sugar, which we're also about to measure for this portion of the recipe, you have to pack it in versus waking it up. Just loosening it before measuring it, where you pack it, you actually put it into whatever your measuring tool is, and then you make sure to pat it down and pack it down, and then do it again until you get the true measurement of whatever it is. Why, you may ask? A good fucking question. Good question. Why isn't it like a standardized way? I don't know. I don't know that much about baking. I just know some basic shit about measuring and some like life hacks. Like if you're making anything with chocolate, you should add coffee and then bloom your cocoa powder as well. Did you ask? No, you didn't ask, but I told you anyway. Okay, so what else do I need for dry ingredients? So my dry ingredients that I need these cups for are gonna be my flour. I've kind of already fucked up in a way, but it's all right. If I add a little bit too much sugar, it's okay. My life will not end. We'll actually just use this half cup for the dark brown or for the brown sugar. And then we will use this cup again for powdered sugar, which is over there. I'm lying, it's behind me. And then everything else should just be in teeny tiny little spoon measurements, so that's fine. So I'll add my dry ingredients to this bowl, or we'll do a bigger bowl because this is going in there soon, but there's a lot of this stuff. Okay, also when you go to measure something when you bake, not only do we have to wake this up, you also should be taking your measuring stick or whatever you're using. I use a butter knife and leveling what you're pulling out. That wasn't exactly level, but I feel like I'm pretty good at eyeballing like what I missed. Like that's about half a cup there. Okay, I'm gonna do another 2 of these while I'm in here. And I really need to get some sort of container for my flour, so I'm not getting flour everywhere because I just want flour on my iPad. That's great. That's exactly what I needed. Okay. I'm getting more flour on my Apple Pencil and I'm getting fucking flour on the edge of this bowl. Damn, I'm a professional at making a mess while I bake. Okay, there's so much flour in my freaking Apple Pencil section of my iPad now. And I think in the crevice of my iPad screen. It's awesome. That's awesome. That's so great. That's exactly what I wanted, actually. Okay. Jeez, fuck. Okay. Damn. Damn. What the fuck was that about? I'll clean my iPad afterwards, but like, girl, enough, 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 enough. Free me. Girl, what the fuck? How have I managed to lose my recipe? What? Hello? Hello? Where'd it go? It just like disappeared. Skip to recipe. Damn. What the fuck just happened? Okay. I'm gonna move this out of the way a little bit. I say as I then balance it on my scale. I need to do another half cup of this, and then we'll do the sugar. Which also means I should throw this into the microwave, like now. Like I was saying earlier, if your brown sugar is a little bit hard and difficult to scoop, you can just microwave it for like 10 seconds. And then it'll be all good. It'll be all good. I honestly could even microwave it for like a little bit less, but it's fine. I've already typed in 1-0. Might even be a little bit too hot when I pull it out. Okay, I'm gonna level this. It's about a cup or a quarter. What is this? A half cup? Yeah. That looks good to me. Okay, we'll put that aside. I think the next thing in the recipe that it calls for in order is the dark. I keep saying dark. I don't have dark brown sugar. I just have regular brown sugar. Is the brown sugar to be added afterwards? No, first. Okay, I can put that directly in. And then on the side, I'll do the powdered sugar and then the dark brown sugar that I don't have. Not a problem. Okay, so I did use my 4th cup on a liquid already, and I don't like cleaning it. So what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna do a half cup and then do, I didn't microwave this for long enough actually. I'm gonna do half of a half cup. Dan, I could have gone in for longer. I'm gonna put it in for longer. I'm gonna end up using all of this anyway, so probably mostly all of it. Damn, I don't know. My microwave smells like savory food, which is delicious, and I love savory things. And I'm craving dinner. Me needs dinner. Okay, well while that's cooking up, I can do this part, which is real simple and easy. I'm just gonna measure out 1.5 spoons of powdered sugar for our, what's it called? Buttercream. Do you pack powdered sugar? I have no fucking clue. I don't think so. But why do you have to pack brown sugar then? I don't know. I don't know these things. Okay. I'm just about done here with this. I have a nasty headache that still hasn't gone away. Good. Okay. Very nice. That was... What does it smell like in my fucking microwave oven? It smells like Brussels sprouts. Oh, you know what? It's because my partner microwaved some Japanese curry, which we added Brussels sprouts to earlier. That's why it smells like that, and it smells delicious. And I made that. That was food that I made. Smells delish. All right. I made more hot water, then I forgot to add it to my tea, which means I forgot to drink it. Which means it's equally as hot as it was when I complained it wasn't hot enough. Okay. It's looking good. Now I'll do this and then this. Pack it down a little bit. So we'll put that directly in here because we need it almost immediately. And then I'll do just a little bit more, not quite half, just because that would be, or is this supposed to be 3/4? Oh, it is 3/4. Okay, so yeah, exactly half, as much as I can get that to exactly half, which I think is about here, or about here. It looks good. Okay, so that's our dry ingredients there, and then we need dry ingredients for our sugar frosting, and it wants us to do a 1/2 cup of this, which I imagine I can read ahead and see exactly where it gets put into the recipe, but I imagine it's around the same time as the powdered sugar. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. Okay, it wants us to melt it together, which is fine, but it's also going in separately, but also I feel like we should have done that earlier so it had time to cool. To be fair, I'm rocking through this recipe like way slower than anything I've ever freaking done because I'm yapping. Like I was saying earlier, I usually just turn my brain off and like listen to a video while I bake or cook, and it goes by so fast because I'm not thinking of narrating or looking at my phone a bunch and commentating how I think it's stupid that this recipe is completely overcomplicated. You totally could have skipped all the chai spice blend stuff with just like doing steeping some, what's the word for it, tea bags or whatever into something, into your heavy cream. Okay, so it still wants us to do the coconut oil. I need to open my thing of pumpkin pie mix, which I'll do now. But we'll do coconut oil. We've already done the brown sugar. We need the vanilla next, and then we need the eggs. And then from there, we do the pumpkin. But it's all the same. So I'm just do my pumpkin first so it's out of the way. Out of the way would be nice. Oops. And for the pumpkin, we have to do 1.5 cups as well. And I think the coconut oil is about the same. I really wish that recipes like had the instructions and the amounts, the quantities of things parallel to each other. Like you had, or like even just included it again in like the written part of the recipe. Because nobody's printing out recipes anymore, guys. Like we're all looking at recipes on our phones in our kitchens, and you gotta scroll back up. No one's pre-measuring. Trust me. I pre-measure part of my recipes, not all of it though. It just is not as time as effective as, maybe, you know what, maybe it would be faster if you pre-measured and laid out your steps, but personally I don't think so. Okay, so we'll do 1.5. So we'll do, I want the scoopy one. I'm holding the wrong one. So that's gonna take us just a little bit of time. Streaming on TikTok's been kind of interesting. I feel like I feel like I come across the weirdest TikTok lives too when I'm on that damn app. Would I stay on a live if the person that I saw on live was baking cupcakes like me? Maybe, perhaps, maybe not. I don't know. My production value is not that good, I'll tell you that much. I feel like the people on TikTok who have like a bunch of the live viewers are like doing some crazy ass shit on there. I'm just baking. Also, I need to start streaming on frickin' Twitch more. I've really neglected y'all over there on that frickin' website. I've just had like no joy in anything in life recently, which has included content creation, but this October activity is one of many that I've planned. So I'm hoping to go live more often. Maybe cross-platform, multi-streaming stuff again. That'd be fun, right? I feel like I had a lot of like live viewers popping on TikTok at the beginning of this stream, but I was on stream starting soon for a while. So I imagine the algorithm probably like pushes your stream out at the beginning of your stream. If it doesn't do well, then maybe they stop. I don't know. Is that copium? Or is that me trying to understand the algorithm? Okay, that was about, I don't know. This is about 1.5, but there's just the littlest bit left in my pan and also now on my floor. But I feel tempted just to use all of it. Okay, damn, get out of the damn scoopy thingy. That really was not necessary. To get on my damn floor like that, that's not very nice. Not very nice. Okay. I'm gonna rinse this really quick and also wipe my floor up. It's looking a little bit fucky. A little bit fucky-ucky up in here. All right, oh, my cloth is over here. And my paper towel is over there. A little bit on the counter as well. Damn, it like splatted very like cartoonish. Very cartoon-like splat on my floor. Okay, I'll leave that aside for a minute. What should I have for dinner? We have leftover Taiwanese. Maybe just that. How much leftover Taiwanese do we have? Still a little bit. And there's also, I made potatoes. Potato. Maybe I'll have some of that. I'm trying to think like, what else? Maybe that's it. Maybe it's GG's. Okay. That is one empty can of pumpkin. Okay. Very cool, very nice. Not bad. My oven's been on for so long because I can't shut up and just measure things. I think I've been live for how long have I been live? I can't even see from where I have this preview up. An hour and a half. Feels like it's been way longer than that. Oopsies. I don't even know how to tell how the battery's doing on my mic. I've never used these for their designated purchase and the reason why I bought them. Okay, so I need to do the coconut oil next, which means I have to scroll up, figure out how much that is, which is just a half cup, which is not bad. And then how much vanilla? Oh, it's just one. Oh, it's a tablespoon. Okay. Okay. No problem. All right. This is my coconut oil. And do I have a better spoon for this? Something to help me. I don't know. Wish I had something just a little bit bigger. Get this measured out, but I don't. I'm surprised it's one in coconut. Thank God I have coconut. I mean, I would have changed it out for something else had I not had it, but I'm kind of running low in the oil department for things that taste good in baked goods. I mean, typically if I don't have a vegetable oil or something, I'll replace it with butter. Half a cup of coconut oil. It's just a little bit confusing to me because I find that coconut oil is like pretty powerful in baked items. I was about to say, I usually sub oil out in my cooking with butter anyway. I would have just done that, but I do have the oil this time and I'm kind of curious. Why? Why coconut? I don't know, maybe I'm talking a lot of shit and coconut actually like really complements pumpkin like really well and I just never have noticed. It's totally possible that that's the case, but I think this is my last time I'm using this. It is the last time. Okay, and then we'll do the vanilla and then we'll turn this bitch on, okay? We'll turn her on. My headache's still not gone away. It's definitely because I didn't drink enough water today. I can almost assuredly tell you that, factually speaking. That's the reason why. Coconut in Canada, what could go wrong? Everything could go wrong. You know Canadians and their coconuts. Okay. So, I think we've got about everything we need in there. So we'll just run her. Ads. Uh-oh. Bad timing. I'm so sorry. I can't control ads from where I'm at right now. I need to go through my affiliate ad thingy and figure out how to make them less common. Your girl's not really making any money from her ad revenue, so there's no point in running ads. There's like a certain amount that I have to run according to Twitch policy because they make money off of the ads too, but okay, so it wants me to run that until it's combined. And then I'll do the baking powder, baking soda, and salt, and the chai spice that we pulled aside. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. So let's do that now. So it said the baking powder and the baking soda, which I'm not entirely sure how much it wants me to do of that stuff. Sorry, I don't think there's a way for me to control ads from where I'm at right now. Just a half and then one and, okay, we can do that. A half of baking powder or baking soda? I think baking soda. Half of soda, okay. Okay, that's a half. And then 1 1/4. Hello, we didn't really miss much. I'm just measuring out baking powder and baking soda now. And then I talked about how I'm so sorry you got an ad, I didn't realize, and I don't think I can control ads from how I'm streaming right now. Usually it's a little bit more, there's usually a button that tells me that I can skip it, but I think that's just on the actual Twitch website and not on Streamlabs. But I don't remember, to be honest. Oh, I got pumpkin on myself. No one freaking told me. Like, what is this wet thing touching me? It's myself. Pumpkin on myself. Okay, I was saying earlier, that there's a part in this recipe which I'm surprised we didn't start earlier. It's kind of late in the recipe instructions. And it has to do with melting brown sugar down, which we can do. I was kind of already doing that earlier, but we can do it now, but on low. And we will add a bit of butter. Blame the corpos, it's true. I was just saying how it's just not reasonable for me to run ads on Twitch just because I don't really stream often enough. It's not like I'm missing out on ad revenue or anything, but it's definitely, you know what? I don't know why I'm fucking pre-measuring this. I already know I'm gonna add more butter than I need on purpose because I want more buttercream for my shit, okay? I don't stream enough for it to make sense for me to run ads. I don't have high enough viewership to run ads, but I do have to run ads to a certain degree for Twitch because they make money off of it as well because I'm affiliate. So I should change whatever the setting is to the minimum amount of ads needed when streaming. Okay, so right now I am just melting down some butter and adding some brown sugar. This is going to be for our buttercream frosting later. I read ahead, and for some reason it's not until the end where it tells you that you're doing this. And when that's happening, you need to pull this off the heat and like put it back in the freezer. How to make more butter. More buttercream. More cream. What was I saying? Yeah, so I need to melt down this butter, add the brown sugar, get that all combined, and then cool it. This isn't brown sugar. I don't know why I'm holding this bowl. This is the wrong bowl. This is the brown sugar. Let it cool, and then we're gonna basically add it into our remainder of our actual buttercream for later. Our actual buttercream that we're making. It's getting hot. It's looking a little interesting. I mean, I don't know if this would have been the way that I would have done this, but I'll add just a little bit more whipped cream, and then I'll put this away. Just so there's enough to cover the brown sugar. Just cook it down and so it melts down. And also, this is on the lowest heat possible. I want it to be heated well enough that the butter does dissolve, but not so much that it burns it. I don't want this to burn. So I'll just whisk this for a little bit. It doesn't sound too bad. Oh no, if you add cream to butter, my point completely gets stronger. Yes. Yes. Where we at? Hello. I did some more yapping while we were gone. I'm back at heating some butter and sugar over the stove into our mixture we made at the beginning of the stream. I'm halfway, basically. I have not mastered my efficiency of yapping and baking at the same time. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours, and had I not been streaming, I would have already fucking been done. I would have already been done baking at this point. It's all good though. I'm gonna turn this heat off, let the residual heat basically melt the rest of the brown sugar that's at the bottom of this pan that I can feel with my whisk. And we'll pull this off in just a second here. It's already off the heat. I mean, the stove's now off. It's just, I have to put it in the fridge for it to cool. Ooh, I forgot to add my eggs. I'll do that now. Not to the hot mixture, obviously, because if you were to do that, that'd be bad. Halfway is closer to finishing than nothing, so I'd say success. Thank you, Queen. I love to cook. Baking sends me into an OCD tizzy. It's so scientific and there's no room for mess ups. I was just talking about that earlier before you joined, actually. So, people are always saying that cooking is like the vibe meal making sort of thing, and then baking is all about science and exact proportions and measurements. Not entirely incorrect. Personally, I have not cared enough in my life about exact measurements in baking, and it's been okay. Okay? The one time I royally fucked up was not because I chose to vibe check how much I was putting in something. It was when I misread a recipe. And that was such a horrible misread. It was like I was supposed to put in like 2.5 cups of flour into something, and I read it as like 1.5 cups or something fucking stupid. Something that made my cookies incredibly runny. So when I took them out of the oven, they were just soup. They were a soup, and they were still delicious. They were still good, okay? And also, if that ever happens to you, you can literally just add more flour after. I know that sounds crazy, but you can take your liquidy fucking shit mix of cookies and you can add more flour and you can rebake them and it'll be okay. Fun fact, if you didn't know that, you could do that. In other words, though, you can kind of vibe a little bit with your baking measurements. Like, I did some eyeballing, okay? This flour that I have mixed right here, it wasn't done exactly to the granular level of everything. I probably didn't wake my flour up enough, for sure. I can almost definitely confirm that. Mostly because I don't care. I don't usually wake my flour up, which I should. I know I should, but I don't be doing that. Okay, this is looking well combined. I'm gonna really quickly check out my mix over the stove. It's feeling good. It seems like the residual heat did melt down the remainder of that sugar that was in here. I'm gonna put a cork thing down and toss this in my fridge just for a little bit so it cools as much as it can while we do the rest of this. Some interesting shit happening in my fridge right now for space, and it's not looking good. I don't know what the hell is going on, but there's something happening in here. Okay, damn. Okay, damn. Can we not? Okay, you know what? That was a way easier solution than I thought it was going to be, and I overlooked it the first time. Very good. It's very good of me. Favorite recipe is bolognese because I can do anything to it, and if you know the fundamentals, you can get super creative. Yes, bolognese is fire for that. This is true. That is a good recipe, especially for people who may want to start cooking for the first time, you know, experimenting with it. It's mainly just sauce and meat. Okay, so now we skipped ahead. We did that part, but this is looking pretty smooth. I think it is about time that we add the remainder of the dry ingredients for the actual cupcakes. Did I just big time you? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I'm gonna add the dry ingredients to this. Should you add them slowly? Sure. It sounds like the dry was going into the wet. You know what? I didn't even freaking really check. It doesn't say. So I did do dry to wet, and I didn't do it a little bit at a time. In fact, I did it all at once. And that's just the type of person I am when I bake. This is the point that I was making earlier. I need to figure out. I said it was basic. Oh, I didn't mean it that way. I mean, it's all reliable, you know? You can really just rely on some bolognese when you gotta make something quick, you know? It can be quick. It can also be beautiful and complicated if you want it to be. Okay, I'll put that over here for now. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck that bitch comes in. I don't know where that comes back in. Oh, into this. It goes into this. Which is not good. I definitely need to do this now. Because I didn't realize what was happening. Hee hee. So silly of me. Okay. Oh, bitch, you can definitely taste the coconut. Hello? Coconut is crazy work. Oh my god, I should have done butter. It's not bad. Listen, it's not bad. It's just you can taste more coconut than you can taste pumpkin, which is not it's not what I was expecting when I was making this at all. Yes, it absolutely can be made into this complicated, beautiful thing. Just like life. Maybe bolognese is a good example of life. A basic bolognese, you know, you can always add more to it to make it interesting and different. Depends on how much time you want to invest into it. Okay. That's mostly combined. We'll do a quick remix on this. I'm just so thrown by the choice to do coconut oil in this recipe and not butter or oil. Like regular neutral oil that doesn't really have a flavor to it. Because the coconut really comes through and I don't think it's really leaving room for like the chai or the pumpkin to really do its thing. I'm so confused. Divide 1/2 of the spice blend with the granulated cupcakes or granulated sugar. Set aside for the topping. Okay. That's a lot of topping. That's a lot of sugar. What? This feels backwards to me. Am I crazy? Sorry, chat. Give me 1 second. Yes, it is. It totally is. I've been making a lot of like beef stews recently, and they're similar to that, I think. Unless that's the same thing. I can't remember if it's just slightly different or not. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. So I just added that like spice cup that we were just talking about, but it feels a little strange to me because the batter is very whatever. There's not like a hint of sweetness to it at all. I mean, there is because there's a little bit of brown sugar in it, but that's it. There's like a 1.5 cups of brown sugar, and it just doesn't taste very, very sweet. And the amount of sugar that we did for the topping feels excessive. It feels excessive. I feel like it should go in. I feel like this should have been the other way around. It's giving that the white flour, so the white sugar should have been in this, and the remainder of the spice should have been the topping. But I'm looking at this recipe, and that's definitely not what she said. And I'm looking at the ingredients list, and this is definitely for the topping and not for this. But I'm almost tempted to do some crazy ass shit and just spoon some in here, because I definitely don't eat all of this for the topping, and I know it is insane of me to throw off the dry ratio in this, but frankly, I think that it would be better this way. I'm taking some creative liberties here for sure. The recipe's just from Google. Oops. I didn't unlock it. Okay, let's wipe the sides down, give it one last mix, but let's not over mix it, because then they'll come out sad looking. Okay, we'll just do one more quick mix, and then that looks good to me. Okay, let me just clean up this station just a little bit, and we'll get our batter finally into our pan, and then we will throw them in the oven to bake for 15 minutes, I think. Okay, so we do all that, no more lumps, divide the batter, transfer to the oven, bake for 18 to 22 until the tops are just set and no longer wiggly in the center, moving like cool, which I should also pull out a wire rack for this, so there's a safe place for them to cool. Okay, and then while that happens, I guess we're gonna just do the buttercream and then we can top them off. And that works for me. Do I have something for aesthetics? I do. Okay, I do have cinnamon. I'll like do little cinnamon sticks, I think, probably. Unless I have these fuckers, but I feel like they'd be a little out of place on that. Okay. When you've enough experience, you can fix what the recipe suggests. Yeah, honestly, I agree. Being a kid is all about learning not to trust your instincts. Being an adult is learning to trust them again. Oh my God, you're so right. I was talking about instincts this weekend. A lot, actually, because I went on a group trip with some friends, and it was a little road trip out east from where we live. And I was one of the people with one of the vehicles, and the entire day I had this like feeling, this like gut freaking feeling that something horribly, terribly wrong that we have not seen before with my car is going to happen. And my partner left the house during the work, like I was working, so we were going to leave like in the evening. So when all my friends were going to leave, it was after work on the Friday. And like 2 hours before we have to leave, he gets home from running like last minute errands for this trip. And then he goes to back into our parking spot in our car garage in our apartment. And as he backs in, our car, our front left wheel, cleanly just like breaks the fuck off of our car. Okay? And he calls me and I'm working and he's like, hey, do you mind just like coming downstairs and helping me with the car? I'm like, I fucking knew it. Like the moment that I saw his like contact pop up, I just knew it had to be something about the car because like he doesn't normally call me while he's out. And he'd been out for so long that I kind of figured maybe he assessed the damage first before he called me. Ooh. There's a little eggshell in here. Let's get her out. He probably assessed some of the damage before he called me. A wheel breaks off? Yeah. So basically what ended up happening was the way the car broke down was that it happened as he was backing into our spot. So that means that the way that the parking spots are set up is that they're like parallel. They face each other, right? In the middle, down our parkade, is where everyone drives, right? And so because he had entered the lot, done one of these, and went to go back into our spot, he broke down horizontal, meaning that he was blocking the flow of traffic. And I come down there and there's transmission fluid pissing out of our damn car. And at that point, I'm just like, I don't even know what to do to help you, to be honest. So I'm like, the only option here is that you stay down here and you direct traffic, because thankfully the way he broke down, despite it being incredibly inconvenient, was just the front of our car was just far enough from the pillars that people could still fit, but they would need help fitting, because it was such a freaking toit little bit from the pillars that nobody was trusting that they could make it through, but they definitely could. There was some maneuvering that needed to happen so no one was scraping their side view mirrors on the pillar or on our car. And I was like, you just gotta stay down here, man. Like, and that sucks. There's no service down there. And I was like, I'm just gonna go back up to the lobby or something of our apartment building, and I'm gonna call towing companies, because like, what the fuck else? This is after we tried to move our car. Are you in LA, Portland, or Seattle? So close. I'm in the equivalent of Seattle in Canada, which is Vancouver. I live in Vancouver. And so I go to the lobby, right? And I start calling towing companies. And I'm simply just a girl, okay? I've never had to do this. I've had a couple vehicles in my life, but I've never had to tow my own car anywhere. I've never even had to take my car to a freaking shop, okay? I've been blessed that I've just never had to do that. And essentially, I start calling towing companies, and people are being difficult, which is like fair enough. But they're saying like, oh, I need the exact roof clearance of your parking lot in your building before we can verify that we can send someone. I'm like, don't worry, like, you will fit. Our building uses towing companies when people are in the wrong spot or whatever. And they're like, no, we need the exact number to verify. Like, I can't dispatch a towing truck to your location without having the specific roof height, essentially. And I was like, okay, makes sense, I guess. So you don't get there, have someone travel from your fleet of tow trucks, I guess, and then not able to do the tow and not get paid for it. And so I go to my concierge and I'm like, hey, do you guys know the exact height clearance of our parkade? And they say no. And I'm like, okay, well, what the fuck do I do? And so I had to call another tow company. And then I called one that does service our building, or my concierge told me about it when I went to go ask about the roof clearance. And so I was like, okay, I'll just call them. So I do. I call this other towing company. And so when I call them, they asked me the question that I didn't even fucking consider, was where are we towing the vehicle to? Back into my parking spot, I guess. I don't know. But then I was like, if we just get a tow truck out here to basically attach to our vehicle and then back it into its spot and then leave it, it's going to be still $100 to tow this thing. And by the time we get back from this trip, because at this point we figured we were carpooling with our other friends who were also driving. By the time we get back from this trip, we're going to need another tow truck to come down here, pick up this damn car from out of our parking spot and tow it to a shop. So I was just like, okay, sounds like I need to hang up the phone with this tow company and call shops near me and then figure out if they can take my car and then call this towing company back again and tell them what shop to go to. So I do all of that. Everything shouldn't be a goddamn insanely impossible trial of Hercules, but everything is. Our parents didn't live like this. This is so true. Too many policies, okay? Fuck these policies. So I end up having to do the thing where I call fucking mechanics and shit, and I'm like, do you know how much it would cost? Or girl, no, I have no idea what's wrong with your car. Because I'm just like, my front left wheel, not just the tire, the whole ass wheel came off. It's no longer attached to my damn car. Help. Need more booze, BRB. What you drinking? Speaking of which, I need more water in my kettle because my voice is getting a little bit hoarse. Wee-woo. Okay. I feel okay. I'm confident that this recipe was for an actual muffin tin size thingy. Now that I'm looking at how much batter is in here. So it totally could do 16 of what I'm doing right now, but I'm just gonna slightly overfill them, I think. And also I hate the way that I'm doing this right now, but I'm not really thinking straight. Too busy yapping to be thinking straight. Okay, get me out of here. Let's do this. Let's take this bitch off. Do a little taste test. I'll wash my hands. But it's just so coconut forward. Sorry, you didn't see the part or you didn't hear the part where I asked you what you're drinking. Jamaica for like a vacation or family, or rum and lemon seltzer sounds really good. If my throat didn't hurt, I'd be drinking a White Claw right now. Okay, it's growing on me, I think. There's raw egg in this, and it's also raw flour, but I'll be okay. It's growing on me, I think. Like, initially when I tried it, it was just so coconutty. I think adding that sugar like really helped cut that coconut flavor out, which I'm glad for because I didn't want it to be coconutty. It's supposed to be fall flavored. Coconut doesn't feel fall to me. Annual trip. That sounds like fun. Is it just like you and that group of friends then? Okay, let me just toss this in the fridge while I'm here. Oopsies. Jeez Louise. Struggling to find a place for it to fit. Okay. Let's see. I went to the Caribbean every year for like a decade, but I stopped during the lockdown, so we get to go back. Yeah. I don't think I've ever really been out that way. Have I? I don't know. Okay, I really hate the spoon that I chose for this, or like the spatula that I chose for this, and I'm gonna crash out if I don't change it. So I'm gonna do that. What else should I use? I'll use this better. Ads! Let me see if I can fix them. No. The fuck, no. Okay. Settings. No. I'm in a mod view right now, which I think is not helpful considering this is what all mods see. And since it's what all mods see, they won't see the options for ads. Let me see if I can do something about it really quick. Okay. So, I wonder if it's giving me the ad warning. Oops. If I don't think it does because I'm multi-streaming. Hello, let me see if I can fix this for you now because I need to do this anyway and I wanted this to not happen again. What was I saying? I was saying something earlier before I lost you to Big Corp. I know it's not my fault. I just I think that I can make them shorter at the very least. Do something about it. Oops. Oopsies. Whoa. Okay. Let's see. I can't remember where. Okay, no, you know what? I found it. I know where they live. Okay, so I know Twitch just does this. There's no point in me having, okay, it's gonna run 3 minutes of ads per hour, but like I can do less for that. I'm gonna run 30 seconds of ads per hour. it's like, how much I make like no money on ads anyway because I don't freaking stream often. So okay, I think that should be changed now. There's no save, so okay. Hopefully you don't see another ad at all for the next 60 minutes, and if you do, it'll just be like one 30-second one, or maybe, I don't know, 3 10-second ones at some point. Yeah, ad length and frequency is a 0.5 of a minute every 60 minutes. So huh? I'm not gonna wish death upon anyone. Also, you're free to sub to whoever you'd like. Don't feel like you gotta. I appreciate you chatting with me, though. You want to just drop me a follow, that's also cool. It's free. It's free, and you can save, I don't know if it's your Prime or whatever, but you can save it for someone else if you'd like. I'm a conservative. I like you. Well, it's all good. We don't gotta agree on everything. It's okay, don't worry. I'm not a big fan of the like exclusivity thing that the like super far left does, where it's like it's like they also attack themselves politically in a way. If someone is not as left as them, they get ridiculed for it. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that the conservatives have that we don't, is like actually like community in that sense. Oh, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. And the follow. I don't know if the subs come through, but thank you. Okay, I gotta finish freaking filling these. That's crazy work. I'm taking way too damn long. I still gotta decorate these fuckers too. Okay. I should have used the spoon earlier, but now that I'm using it now, which is a little bit late, I'm like not filling these as even as I probably should. Let me also, I just got it on the outside of the damn sheet thingy. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh, spaghetti-o. Okay. We're getting places now. We're getting places. We're doing good things. Okay, I keep getting it on the outside of the pan now. I don't know if you guys can see that, but crazy work. I should be doing better than this. Please. Oh, also, it needs to stop doing that. The zooming in thing. I didn't realize that it would be auto. Not auto, what does that mean? I mean, like, I didn't realize that it would suspect so many of my movements to be doing that. Oh, man, my back really fucking hurts. I keep forgetting that there's not enough dough in the mixer. Yeah, that's true. Well, this is what it looks like. There's actually quite a bit left. I just have to actually spoon it out. We'll put that over here for now. There's definitely enough. They're just going to be slightly overfilled. Slightly overfilled. That's okay. It'll be fine, I think, I hope. There's plenty. Yeah, there's still some left. We got it. The thing is, the recipe called for making 16. It just, we weren't sure like what the size they were using was, but it does seem like they were using full-sized muffin tin, and it makes 16. And I don't feel like, I don't have a second tin anyway, and I don't feel like making a second batch, so they're just gonna be overfilled fat ass fucking cupcakes, and that's okay. They can be big. They can be big, and that's fine. I will, however, have to start scraping down this bowl in just a little bit. I will also mute when I tap this pan down on the counter because it's so fucking loud. The reason why you do that, though, is so you get all the air bubbles out of your mix, and so it bakes evenly. Everyone wants their cupcakes to be overfilled. I would hope so. I would hope no one complains about their cupcake being too large. I usually do mini cupcakes just because they're like, I find them easier to decorate and they're sized to the point where they're like good for snacking on. I'm gonna want this again. And I removed all of my dishes that could have held it. But I'll just put it in my hand, it's fine. Just because I usually do mini cupcakes just because they're easier in the sense that usually when I'm bringing baked goods and breaking them to like social gatherings and people don't want to commit to like a whole ass fucking piece of something. So I find that mini cupcakes are better for that. But the purpose of this baked good is that I'm hosting like a movie night tomorrow. We're doing a bake swap, and I imagine most of them will probably be consumed during the movie, and then people can take like 1 or 2 home afterwards. Ads! What? I didn't, it's only one, but I thought I bought my way out. I didn't see the like actual like Twitch sub come through. I only saw the follow. I didn't get a notification. It's not in my notifier that you used your Prime or anything. Not that you have to. You said that you did, and that's concerning. If it happened. Hopefully it didn't use up your sub or whatever, your money. I do. Oh, thanks for the sub. I see. Thank you. All good. Smiggy, I didn't realize you were still here. Smiggle, how you doing, buddy? Did you nap again? Or did you just come back from wherever you were? Hades hasn't streamed in actually, no, she streamed kind of recently, but I don't know. Was that a long stream? I was not around for that stream that she did. Were you there for that stream? I haven't seen her in a while. I haven't seen her since PAX. We were supposed to stream at PAX, and then it just didn't end up happening. I fear it didn't end up happening. I wanted to, but it was just such a busy trip, and there was just too many people involved in the process of everything. I was also really hoping to stream at the con, but she cosplayed every day, and we kind of split up for a lot of the convention. Okay, I'm gonna have to wash this bowl, so that's fun, and I'm gonna mute really quick so you don't fucking hear this, because it's loud as shit. Sorry, I knew I was muted. The problem is, I've never fucking seen cupcake liners do this, but I was tapping out the air, and it decided that it would exit. I know. What the fuck is it doing? So I'm just gonna replace the liner entirely because why? Why are you doing that? You have no business to be doing that. I'm concerned about this. Saved. Low key. That was actually kind of good. Okay. Paper towel. Wipe off the inside so I don't have this get burnt against the... have it get stuck. Okay. Look at this. Look at this technique. Okay. Saved. Saved. This one's also kind of fucked, but like, I don't actually know if I care anymore. I don't know if I care. I don't know, man. Okay, so let's just get these bitches in here. I genuinely do not care if there's air bubbles in these anymore because what the fuck do you mean you're gonna go ahead and do that? Okay. Get in there and out of my damn face. We'll flip them in like 10 minutes just because the back of my oven gets... You have no more love to give. It's just that I am sick and tired of being on the cupcake part, and I want to be on the decorating part and feeling good that I baked something part. Yeah, so we'll flip them in about like 10 minutes just because the back of my oven gets hotter than the front of my oven. And so I have it on convection bake. But we'll see. We'll see what goes on here. Man, I don't know. I've never seen cupcake liners like throw themselves in the wrong direction. Gorgeous kitchen in Vancouver. Everything I've heard, places in Vancouver are stupid expensive. I hope you're all well set up. Things are expensive. Like Vancouver is not, if not the most expensive city, it's the second most expensive in Canada. It's either Vancouver or Toronto. I feel like they trade spots sometimes. Rental market is going down right now. I actually just negotiated my rent down, which never happens. Thank you about my kitchen, by the way. I mean, it's basic. It's a little basic. She's a little basic for sure. But also, if you, I'm assuming you're American, if you like convert Canadian rent to USD, I'm really not paying that much for the equivalent in like Seattle or LA or New York City or Chicago or whatever. It's not really a thing to negotiate. Really, it's not. It's just the fact that the rental market is down and we were paying over market for a year lease, and then we offered to re-sign another 6-month lease. I mean, they don't have to worry about us leaving for another 6 more months at the very least at a slightly cheaper rate because they wouldn't have gotten what we were paying anyway if they had to relist the unit. The rate that we rented at, again, for the next six months is the rate they probably would have rented it had we left. And so it was actually kind of like doing them a favor. Well, also we were getting a thing out of it too. Me not having to like pay a moving company to move to find somewhere slightly cheaper in the same neighborhood, which I love my neighborhood. It saved me like moving costs. And it saved them having to find another tenant. I have a mortgage that is at a rate that is abusive to the bank. Hell yeah, our mortgage rate percentage thingies, what is it called? Rate. It's just called rate. Have been really, really bad, but now they're better. I hear they're better now. Hello, Foresty. Hello. Yeah, set up and tear down for moving is expensive for everyone. Exactly. So it saved them the hassle of finding new tenants, and it saved us having to pack things into boxes and finding a place in the same neighborhood. So it worked out. It worked out. Let me see. I wonder how much I'm comfortable saying how much I pay. I pay $2,800 now, but how much is that in USD is the question. 28 CAD to USD. It's $2,000 USD, which it's technically a 2-bedroom, but it's like a 1-bedroom and a den layout. It's like just over 700 square feet. It's very much like the copy paste like developer style that's popping up in Vancouver, which is fine, but I don't think you could find like this apartment in Seattle for $2,000 USD. I think it would be like 23 at least. Hello. I don't know who you are. Clearly you know me. It's just so funny, like sometimes how people like pop in from different walks of life and they'll just like be talking with their Twitch username and I'll have no fucking idea. 28, it was 3K. We negotiated it from 3K to 28. Working in tech, yo, it helps. It's not great though. It's not great. It does help, but it's so crazy. Your shit's 35. Oh. You're in Kelowna. Crazy. 35? Where the fuck do you live? I live in, Wait, that's insane. LDS, hello. West End 2-bedroom. What? West End 2-bedroom 35 is actually crazy work. Do you live there by yourself or do you have a roommate? Wait. West End 35? I feel like the West End is so cheap usually. That's actually kind of shocking. LDS, John boy. John, what the hecky? I haven't seen you in like probably actually years in my chat. You have a roommate. That does help. That does help. Do you work remotely a lot or do you commute all the way out to work? We split it, yeah. Hi, Kevin. Kelowna. Why are you in Kelowna? Are your parents living in Kelowna? You work from home. That do help. I didn't realize your team was work from home. I didn't know you were allowed to work from home. I thought they had mandatory hybrid. That's crazy. Being by the beach is so nice. Yeah, I bet. Last time we talked, I just finished school, starting the new game dev job. That is so long ago. That is BBI, if I remember right. Yes, it was BBI. That was so friggin' long ago. That's so long ago. That's insane how long ago that was, actually. That's like 3 years ago. What am I making? I'm making cupcakes. You'll see them in a second. Speaking of cupcakes, I don't fucking remember when I put them in the oven because I forgot because chat was getting so exciting. I'm just going to assume it's been about 7 minutes. So I'll flip them in 3 minutes. And then I'll test them with a toothpick. MMR's old friends have entered the chat. Yes. Also, I'm thinking of changing my username. I've had this username for like over 10 years and I low-key kind of hate it. It wouldn't be a bad time to rebrand, you know? Nobody knows who I am. Okay, I'm gonna take this toothpick out so then I can test the cupcakes in a second here. I hope you've been well too. Tell me about what's been going on. You still streaming these days? I feel like I haven't seen you be live. Pretty sure I have your live notifications on. Please talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna quickly wash my bowl so I can make some frosting. And I'm gonna mute because I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me talk with my sink on. You should wait. I've unmuted. What are the spoilers for Silk Song? You can pull up a microphone really quick if you want to bitch about Silk Song on stream. No, you're good. Tell me about it. You want me to talk about it later?
I don't want to spoil it.
You want to spoil it in chat? Okay. Just on the late overnight schedule nowadays, basically because of work. Developed during the cupcake saga will be etched in the annals of tit. Yeah, I know. Like, this is kind of crazy how this worked out, hey? What are you doing for work again? I can't remember. You didn't work, like, security, was it? No. That's somebody else. I can't remember. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I got bad memory. Also, I have a rash on my freaking hands. Like, the group trip that we went on this weekend, I'm pretty sure I was allergic to whatever they use to wash, like, their sheets in. I have, like, really bad, wait, why is my chat paused? 1 second. Yes, you do security. Ha ha ha. Fuck yeah, I'm not that stupid. Teddy, what do you do for work? But I'm pretty sure I was allergic to whatever that Airbnb was using to wash their sheets because I woke up with a freaking rash everywhere. And as somebody who has had eczema their entire life, that is, like, kind of annoying. I get it when, like, I get this exact rash in this exact same spot only when my skin is irritated or I've worn something that I'm allergic to. But except I have it also on the back of my legs, on my chest, and on my neck. Not nice. Very not nice. Okay. Take a peek at these cupcakes. They're definitely cupcakes. I'll tell you that much. I'm going to flip them really quick. And then... You're an analyst. What type of analyst? What do you analyze? Okay. We've flipped them, so hopefully they get a bit of an even cook going. I will put some of this stuff away really quick, actually. 1 sec. Just so there's some space. Some space. Okay, I'm actually, like, really warm. With the Department of War. The military. It's not actually called the Department of War, right? What is it called? Department of what? Department of... I know the answer to this, too. Department of Justice. What is it called? Is it that? I can't remember. They changed the name from Department of Defense. I'm assuming that's what DOD stands for, is defense. Yeah. They changed it to Department of War. The T in charge, it's called that now. That's... What a funny little renaming. I've worked with a lot of people who've been ex-military or whatever. I work for an American games company, so a lot of my coworkers used to be in the military. Surprisingly. I guess not surprisingly, but surprisingly for me. DOW. What a funky little name. Okay. I still have spatula, which is good. I'm just going to try to break up some of this butter, just so it's a little bit easier to cream our sugar in here. Ew, did you fucking hear that sound? Not a BBI anymore. No, I've been working for a independent game studio based out of LA for the last year and a half-ish. It's been longer than a year and a half, but I've been at this place longer than I was at BBI for. They're based out of LA. I work remotely for them in Canada. So they get to pay me less. That's how it works. But I get paid more than the average game designer for my rank in Canada. So I'm still up. I'm still winning. Yes, Teddy, I am a game developer. I'm a game designer by day, game design teacher in the evening, and also I bake, I guess. And I also host things. You moved to the States now? No, I still live in Canada. I live in Vancouver still. I've not moved, just work from home. Anything we'd like? My last project, I worked on a real-time strategy game called Homeworld. It is an old franchise, and we did the 3rd game that came out 20 years later. Crazy. Can't tell what I'm working on right now, but hopefully you'll find out soon. Who knows? I don't even have a date for you. I have no idea. It's cool though. I like the current project that I'm on. If I work for Bethesda, I want to be your best friend. Dude, I applied to Bethesda recently, actually, and I did get rejected. So, it is a studio that I want to work at some point in my career. I'm going to make it happen. It's just, it was not the time. I remember that Pumpkinhead thing you showed a while ago. Pumpkinhead thing. Do you mean, was that my student project from college? It was Grim Keeper. That was like a Grim Reaper game thing that I worked on, like a combat game. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been wearing this. I don't ever take this off. Here. Zoom in. Yippee, yippee. Can you even see that? My usual camera, my stream setup usually is way better quality. My camera at my desk is an actual Sony camera. I bought this for baking streams because it can zoom and shit, and I thought that would be useful for like doing certain shots, you know? Go away. Wait, that's so embarrassing. Go away. Oh my god. Get the fuck out of here. All right. Yeah, school project, sending good thoughts that you get into Bethesda. Skyrim. Or Elder Scrolls. It's all the fucking same. It's all the same thing. Whatever. Okay, wait. I have a job to do. I forgot. I put it with the freaking iPad. Okay, I also believe that I yapped for so long the freaking cupcake should also just be done. It should be done already. I'm gonna test them with this toothpick. Yo, they're doing some funky ass shit in here. Some funky ass shit happening. I don't know if you can't see my oven, that's fine. The way that these have like broken apart in the oven is really interesting. Okay. Okay, they're done. Toothpicks coming clean off. So that means I get to pull them out, and I'm gonna put them on the cooling rack. We'll make the buttercream. It's fine that we're like a little late to getting to it because these are gonna need to cool for long enough that the buttercream won't melt once I frost them, which does happen considering the main ingredient in buttercream is butter, surprisingly. So we'll pull these off onto the cooling rack. We'll get them cooling. We'll do the frosting. I have a feeling this isn't going to be enough frosting like I predicted for 12 cupcakes. Like this is only about 113. No, sorry. This is like about 150 grams of butter, but the recipe called for 8 tablespoons, which is about equivalent to 113 grams of butter. And that, to me, as someone who has made icing before, I've decorated cakes, I don't think this is going to be enough for 12 large cupcakes, especially if you want the icing to look like cool or interesting. I was thinking we would do a large piping nozzle. We'll do a large piping nozzle come from the top. We'll do like one big dollop, and then we'll do a second dollop on top. So it's not like going to be, what's the word for the shape or whatever, the seashell-y shape. Just think like two fat dollop, especially if we do that. Anyway, if anything goes wrong with the cupcakes, it's Draugr. The stream has been perfect entertainment when I die and waiting to be respawned. Are you playing a game right now? Or are you saying that you're dying and respawning or respawning? Are you dying? I can call someone. That's fine. Anyway, sorry, I was talking about baking shit. It's a baking stream, and I was talking about baking shit, and I'm apologizing. Okay, so I think I need to add some other random shit. What are you playing? Oh, playing Deadlock, I see. Yeah, the game's fun. I haven't played it before. Is it fun? Do you like it? You having fun with it? Right. I had my shit open. Okay. Wow. It's not scrolling. Please. Okay, also, I am still streaming on TikTok, and, like, nobody has entered in a long time. And I don't know if I'm just, like, the worst TikTok streamer ever. You need to go to bed, even though I'm... oh, my God. You're... For load, I have an appointment at the mechanic tomorrow morning. My mouth is so dry. Well, good night. Thank you for hanging out. That was super nice chatting with you. I hope to be streaming more often. If you want to follow me on other social media platforms, you can, to keep up with me, because, I don't know, I do exist on other platforms. I do use probably Instagram the most, I fear, which is not a good thing, because I don't really like Instagram. Or maybe TikTok. TikTok might be the more whatever. Anyway, thank you. Wow, so nice. So nice. Rip TikTok. Oh, is it dying in the US? I've been hearing some shit about it getting banned, but hasn't it, like, been getting banned for, like, several months, and it hasn't been getting banned? Hasn't that been a thing? I need to stop standing like this. Why am I... I don't know what the fuck that was just now, to be honest. I feel like I'm standing funny because I feel like I'm looking at the laptop that is so low on the counter, and I feel like I have to stand lower. But in reality, you can still see me if I'm standing straight. I also just don't stand straight. I gotta pull these up for the cooling rack. Okay. I feel like some of these are underfilled. Bitch, what the fuck do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I just do not understand anything about this recipe, actually, at all. I'm lost. Okay. Damn. My back hurt. Okay, so I need to add vanilla, cinnamon, and powdered sugar, and the stuff that's cooling in the fridge. And then they'll be done. So that's good. I'm gonna top them with some, like, aesthetically pleasing bullshit, probably. There's some on the counter somewhere. And then they're done. They're done after I decorate them. And then I also think I wanted to put cinnamon sticks in them, just for, like, an extra level of cute. But we'll work on that in a little bit. We'll work on it. Okay. I've pulled these out so they can cool. I've pulled these out so they can cool. They're on the cooling rack now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that stuff that's in the fridge out. I need to double check how much cinnamon and vanilla we need. Not a lot. I feel like we could do a little bit more than what it's calling for. Once again, you know, me and my creativity, my creative liberties that I am taking. Okay, I'm just gonna secure this into the KitchenAid. I knew I met you when you were never on Twitch, but I just now noticed I followed you only 3 days after you made your account. I know. The thing is that when I first started streaming on Twitch, I feel like my community was actually growing kind of fast. Like, most of my followers are from, like, the first, like, month and a half of me streaming. Isn't that funny? And then I kind of stopped because COVID. I mean, I started because of COVID, but I was just also, like, 18, 19 years old during the pandemic. I was 18 in 2020, right? So I just kind of just... And then I think I got called back to work after the initial shutdown because my job got invited to get the first doses of the damn vaccine, so I got to go back to work early. 5 years ago already. I know. It's been a long time. Almost 6 years. It's almost 2026. Should have never fucking stopped streaming. That'd have been really nice. Imagine if I was famous, y'all. Do you think I would have changed? Do you think I would be like an evil version of myself? I think fame would have got to my head. What am I doing? I see. Yes, I'm looking to put vanilla and cinnamon into this butter mixture. Damn, Unk. Time does fly. Time does fly. Okay, let's throw some cinnamon into here. I feel like I want more cinnamon in this too. This mixture. This is like the topping for later. Do about that much. Just because it could look a little bit more brown. Brown. I wonder, okay, this might be a silly little question, but I wonder if this granular sugar is small enough to fit through here. It is. That's good, because I'm going to use this then to sift it on top of the cupcakes instead of just like spooning it on, because it's going to look ugly if I do that. I just figured you were taking your school job seriously and didn't have time to stream anymore. It was a little bit of both, methinks. It's always been something that I really, really like and have loved, but there's nothing more tiring, and I think we all know this, there's nothing more tiring than talking to a dead Twitch chat. So I think when I initially had, not like success, but like I had like a pretty chatty community for a bit, that was like really easy to do, you know? But when you're streaming to nobody, and you gotta be entertaining because somebody comes in, you know? Oops, I need to turn that wrong hand signal. And somebody comes in and you need to be like interesting and cool. It's a little bit difficult. Gotta take care of myself. Yeah, you know, I still want to do it. I mean, like I've been posting on TikTok and stuff, but like it's all like low effort shit. I actually like filmed like a bit of a sort of a vlog actually today, because this whole October thing, the reason why I'm baking and streaming right now is I'm hosting like this massive multi-event thing this October with a bunch of friends. So I wanted to like vlog the behind the scenes process. Speaking of which, I just figured I'd steal my VOD and take clips out of here. So hello, vlog. It's the stream. Welcome to it. Figured I'd just steal some freaking clips from the VOD and then use them in the vlog and then fucking do some other shit. Whatever. I wanted to do some of the behind the scenes stuff and then also actual event things in that. You stream randomly on nights off work, but I'm not super consistent. Yeah, I think consistency is the problem, and also converting audiences from other platforms over to your Twitch, because Twitch isn't really good for people just like finding you. Like I'm streaming right now in the just chatting category, and I don't know how many viewers I have because it's not accurate, but like even if you go to the very, 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 very last page, or you sort by like lowest viewers on just chatting, there's gonna be like hundreds of streams. Just chatting is a massive category. You know what I mean? Like, I think part of the reason why I found so many people so fast when I started streaming was because I was streaming Dauntless, and Dauntless had a big player base, but like not a lot of people streaming the actual game. You know? Anyway, it's a little strange. You gotta find your niche when it comes to streaming, and that's so hard to do. R.I.P. Dauntless. R.I.P. dude. R.I.P. the entire damn studio. That studio is local to Vancouver. And I knew people who got laid off when the studio died. Okay. Phoenix Labs, RIP. Sucks to suck. Okay, so I'm saying okay a lot. This is like the mixture we made earlier, which in here it's just heavy whipped cream, there's some butter, there's some chai spice, and there's a bit of brown sugar. That's part of the reason why it looks so thick, is because there's brown sugar in here now. Okay, so I'm trying to spoon some off, but it's not really working. Okay, let's try it. Why not? It's strong. That's really strong, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll see. I should have also pulled extra butter out of the fridge to soften, just in case we needed to make more buttercream, which I didn't do. I don't know why I didn't do that, but I didn't do that. I've been streaming for 3 hours. That's insane. Literally insane, because if I wasn't streaming, I would have been done these fucking cupcakes 2 hours ago. Ugh, damn. I gotta shut the fuck up and make these damn cupcakes. Especially because I got some other shit I gotta do tonight. Okay, I'm just spooning in or using the spatula to get this mixture in here. And after I've done that, we're gonna also pour in the powdered sugar and we're gonna run this on low. You wanna be a bit careful though, because if you run it too fast or there's too much powder at the top, what's gonna happen is that it's just gonna blow like a powdered sugar dust at you. Ask me how I know, ask me how I know. Okay, I think that's the best we can do for scraping all of this off. I went to go wipe it on a whisk and there's no whisk attached to this damn KitchenAid. Okay, it's fine. We're gonna cream our frosting. So we'll use a paddle attachment. You could switch to the cooking category and be the only one in there. I was looking to see if there was like a baking or a cooking category, but I couldn't find one. But I thought there was. I thought there was like a separate cooking category. Maybe I'm crazy, but I went to go look for it and I couldn't find it. But I swear there was. Okay, now that it's like more incorporated, I can run it just a little bit faster. And we can start creaming this. The thing is though, because there is whipped cream in this mixture, there is a higher chance that the buttercream will sweat. Which basically just means that it's gonna separate, like the fats are gonna separate from like more of the milky bits. And you're gonna have a pretty inconsistent, not so smooth buttercream, which sucks. Because you can't really like fix it. It's kind of like, I don't know if you guys know, when you're melting chocolate or whatever on the stovetop, you cannot get water in it because it basically seizes the mixture. It's kind of like a similar texture to that, which obviously we don't love. Oh, there's a fuzz in here. Let me get that. Let me get that. Yummy. Everybody wants a fuzz. It's like a little blanket fuzz or whatever. Okay. What are we saying in chat? There's another empty category called Baking Fun. Yeah, so fun. I was looking for one and I just couldn't find one. Cause like, what the fuck is just chatting gonna do for my stream? Nothing. It's gonna do nothing for my stream. You have to find a category that's like, got enough viewers in it, but not a lot of streamers in it, which is impossible. I feel like Dauntless was the best example of that. I'm not feeling confident that this is enough buttercream at all. I'm really not. I don't think so. Because this is how much is in here, and that's that much on the paddle. How much would each cupcake use? At least this much. And that has to be at least a dozen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's not enough. I don't think it's enough. I think there has to be a little bit more. Okay, how can we fix this? Well, we don't have any softened butter, which sucks. I should have taken some out. But what we can do is we can put a bit of butter into this bowl, and we're gonna microwave it in like 3-second increments. So it's just melty enough that I can like kind of move it around with my knife, but not melted so much to the point that when I add it to this mixture, it's gonna cause it to get really runny, and then we're gonna have to refrigerate it. Yeah, it's never enough, hey. I should have trusted my freaking instincts. I knew it wasn't gonna be enough frosting. I almost feel like we should do like this much. I also need to taste it, so I should do that right now too. It's just butter on my finger, but we'll just take a little bit. I don't know. That's like really strong. I need another taste of it, actually. That was not, I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know. I also don't usually buy salted butter, but the butter that I used is from Costco. It's left over from our group trip, and it is salted, and it's pretty salty. This is pretty salty. Oh shit, I didn't add salt to the cupcake mix. I wonder if that's the reason why they came out a little bit flat. I don't know. There's also like the cupcake liners are coming clean off of these. Do you think I should just take them off? Take them out? Because it's really doing nothing. It's giving nothing, you know? So they're also still pretty warm. They'll be okay soon though. What do you think? I need second opinions here. Because they're going to take the liner off when they eat it anyway. They're not going to peel them off. You know? You catch my drift? We'll do like 10 seconds, but I'll watch it really close. I'm making these for tomorrow, where I'm doing a bake swap with my friends. So people are coming over and they're also baking stuff. Everybody's bringing something. Everyone's gonna bring containers, and then we're gonna swap our baked goods that we've made for each other. We're gonna watch a horror movie or something, or like a spooky Halloween-esque movie. And then we are gonna go home, go our separate ways with our baked goods. Okay, so I microwaved this for about 10 minutes. Not 10 minutes, can you imagine? 10 seconds, and it's the perfect consistency that it can be creamed at. Yippee! So we're gonna add it to our mix. And I put away the powdered sugar, but I think this needs a little bit more powdered sugar now that there's butter in it. Okay. Did I put it away? I did put it away. Okay, though, we'll just add a little bit more. I was gonna suggest trying one out without the frosting, but if they're for another time, then I don't know. I see what you're saying. I mean, it's gonna be good. Like, it'll be good. It's just, I don't know. It was like, I think the vibe I was going for is not how they've come out so far. You know what I mean? But I'll feel better once they've been decorated, and I'll probably share one with my partner Usually I make a baker's dozen, but at least a baker's dozen, but I don't have a second tin for my muffin pan because I never use that size for other people. I usually end up making about 24 mini cupcakes instead of, or 40, is it 48 mini cupcakes? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I can't do math. Anyway, I've put this in here now, so we're gonna lock it. I think it's already locked, and we're gonna cream these together. Okay. So I'm liking where we're at now. This looks a lot better. So that's how much is on the paddle, and this is how much is in here, which I feel better about this quantity of frosting. 3. Yeah, I feel better about it. I still actually think we could have just straight up doubled this frosting recipe, but sometimes I do go overkill on how much frosting I make, so I'm not perfect in my visual skills when it comes to frosting, but you know what? It's actually, I think it's fun because these also kind of came out shorter than I anticipated. So it'll be okay. It'll be fine. Is it possible for there to be too much frosting? It is possible, I think, actually. Sorry, I didn't mean to go nonverbal. I just been talking for a while. I'd always be the type to bring 10 cupcakes. If they ask for the other 2, you tell them they were sacrificed for testing purposes. Yeah, I think we're gonna end up with 11 for tomorrow. I'm not. The thing is when I bake stuff, I never actually like eat it after I bake it. Besides, like I usually have like 1 or 2 like bits of something, or I taste it as I go, like I have been doing, and that's my fix of it, to be honest. I feel like I get sick of it after I've baked and tested ratios of stuff. And so if I split one tonight, it's not a big deal. I do think, however, it's a bit late for me to be fixing any of the ingredients at this point. I'll try this once I take the paddle off, but okay. I think that's as much as I'm going to save. What do I eat for dinner? I'm thinking about as food. I want bulldog carbonara, but we also have leftovers, so I can't do that. That ratio is so much fucking better. Like, I can't even describe to you how much better that is. Anyway, that was the right choice. Question now, though, is how do we want to do this? I don't think I'm gonna bother with a piping tip, to be honest, because I just want to get like one big dollop and then a second dollop on top. Going for how I want these to look. So I think no piping tip, just cut Ziploc baggie. And that is good enough. I don't think, will all my frosting fit in this? I don't know. I could use my piping bag, but I don't really want to be honest. Or wait, I do have disposable ones that I haven't used in a while. And that might be better for the amount of buttercream we've made. So we'll do that. We'll do this. Oops, that's 2. And then we'll just tie it off. I forgot I had other piping tips. Actually, I completely forgot about these, which is insane considering I bought so many of these fucking things. Wait, I could use a piping tip. I don't think I need one though. It's just extra dishes to do. But I'm looking at this big ass tip and it could be good. But also, do I care? It would help with like the form of it, but I don't think I care. I don't think I care. Second question. Let me see. Let me Google some shit really quick. Okay. Just debating how I want to do this. I use the bag and tip sauce better than I can spread it by hand. That's true. This is true. Sorry, I was just looking up. I just couldn't remember how long buttercream is shelf stable for, and it's about 2 to 3 days, so that's fine. Oops, I'm losing my mic. I'm gonna not attach it to my hoodie because I'm getting kind of hot. Sorry, pardon me, I'm like, my hands are all over you right now. Let's do it like up here. Ah! Okay, I have pumpkin on my shirt. Okay, in that case, I think I'm a little too short, but, and she do it. Oh, she can do it. Okay, never mind. I'm an independent woman. I didn't need to ask for any help. Okay. Sees my thingy. These will fit, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know, actually. I'm not confident. I feel like, should I go without no little step stool? No, I kind of need one for this freaking kitchen though. It's huge. I feel like I should go without, hey? Without the thingy-majiggy. Without the muffin liner. Probably, maybe. Perhaps. Because it's like already coming off of it. Like, what's the point? You know? You catch my drift? Yeah, no paper. Okay, I'm glad we agree. So we'll do that. And then, I'll just throw these out at the same time. I just need to make sure that they'll fit into one of these. Oh yeah. We're set. It's no problem. Yippee. This is good. This is good news. So that means we can have them at like a reasonable distance from each other too, for the most part. which is good for the decorating bit of it all. Sorry, you can't even see what the frick I'm doing. Just kind of doing shit without you guys. Kind of sucks. Okay. What time is it? It's 10:15. How long have I been on Twitch for? This is crazy. I've talked for over 3 hours, which is a little wild. I haven't done this in a while. How the fuck did I do this all the time before? Duolingo's getting mad at me because I haven't practiced Japan soon. Japan? I haven't practiced Japan. I haven't practiced Japanese. Just save me some frosting and we're square. We've been here for a while. We have been here for a while. Have you had fun being here, though? That's the real question. That's the whole point of this, isn't it? That's the whole point of Twitch and you getting to watch me through a little freaking screen is, did you have fun? Now the question is, did you have fun? Okay. Open sesame. Okay. Youch. Damn. That was probably really loud, guys. I'm so sorry. Little cinnamon stick. Do I have that many, though? I do have large cinnamon sticks, which is, I don't know if that's working for us. Like, whoa, this one's like inside itself. Like, can you just like, you can, I guess. Like, that's 3. That's 3 cinnamon sticks. Here, put them in this. 3. So fun may not be the word, but it has been nice talking to you a bit again. You too, buddy. Long time. Okay, that's 4, 5. There's still another one in here. That was 5. I don't think I can push it out. Ow, I can push it out. 6. This one feels a little large. Yeah, no. Ah, jeez Louise. 7. Eight, 9. I'm just looking for like the skinty pieces, you know? Like this can be 10, but it's kind of an ugly piece. Oh, this isn't even the piece that I was talking about. This is just an ugly piece, but I can go in, I guess. Was that 10? $11. Oh, that's the piece that I just... 12? I don't know. Whatever, good enough. I do not care. I say as I care. Okay, let's put this shit away. Let's get these wrappers out of here. And let's get to decorating. Let's get to film this damn thing first, and then we'll get to decorating, actually. But you get what I'm saying. We'll do, maybe let's do this. And we'll do, I wonder if there's a way that I could like get this camera to, not to do this, But zoom in on this. Is that possible? Oh, that's just my chest. That is not what I wanted. Go away. Hello? 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 That's crazy. That's crazy work. Okay, I'm sure I'll figure it out. Somehow, some way. Not this time, though. Right now, what needs to freaking happen is me getting this icing in this freaking bag. Okay. And then we'll ice these cupcakes. We'll get the powdered bits on there. The powdered sugar mix we made earlier. And then we will stick our cinnamon sticks in it. We'll throw them into the cake transporty thingy. I like it because it comes off, the way the top comes off makes it so you can have like designs on stuff. That's kind of the point of it, being a cake transporter thing. But it works really well for other stuff too, like cupcakes. Some have like pre-made cupcake holder bits in it, but honestly, this is good enough for me. Okay, I didn't really think this through enough. This cup is just like a little too small. Sorry, too big for this piping bag. To get it exactly how I wanted. So we're gonna have to do this instead. And there's nothing that I hate more than refilling a piping bag when you've already closed it up and smushed everything together. So I'm gonna do what I can to avoid that at all costs. I really don't want to have to do that. Okay. I might have to do that actually. Or I do the pro technique method that I haven't figured out yet. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands in just a second, but I'm gonna push it down as much as I can. Okay, now I'll open her back up again. I'm just gonna wash my hands now. I hope they taste good. That would be really embarrassing if they didn't. Okay, I just touched more frosting. I love that for myself. I fucking hate, sorry, I'm crashing out actually. I just don't like it when you're trying to like frost something and then the bag gets all like fucked like this. It's like my least favorite thing. And I genuinely don't know how else to do this. Because I really struggle with getting all the icing like off the spatula. That's why I gotta try one today. Yeah. I actually think there might be too much icing in this piping bag right now. Which means I have been ruh-roh. I'm being forced to ice it now and then refill. I fear. We'll do. It's coming out the damn top. Okay. Okay, this is not what I wanted at all in the slightest. Okay, okay. It's not no special tip. I opted for no tip just because I wanted to do like, it's not technically this, but I'm really struggling to get there is a method for piping that I'm talking about specifically, but it's not doing it. So this is the version that we're getting, which is the scuffed version. Do you see it coming out the top? E. Okay, I fix this now. Rah! This is the part that I'm like probably the worst at out of anything I do when it comes to baking. Oh, wait, a hair clip thingy on top would be so smart, actually. Okay. Wow, this is fucking ugly. Wow. She's actually the ugliest thing I've ever fucking seen. Okay. Do you see how fucking ugly this cupcake is? Or sorry, I'm showing the laptop, not you. Okay. We'll season her. We'll season her really quick. And that's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. And she can have a piece of cinnamon in her. And she's done. Hello? Okay. I'm gonna put this bitch down. She pissed me the hell off. All right. I'm gonna say something crazy. I might have made too much icing. Whoa, who could have fucking guessed that? Okay. Shit, dog. I feel like I could still use some extra room here. Yeah, like I could use it for so many other things that it's not a big deal. It's just, I'm silly. I'm just wasting some frosting right now. The frosting's also a little too warm because my apartment's so hot. I think that's part of the reason why I'm having so much trouble piping it. But what can be done? All right. Well, we'll do another cuppy cake. Well, that wasn't the piping technique I was going for once again. Yeah, I think it's mostly because it's probably just a little bit too warm, that it's not keeping its structure so much when I pipe it, or it's the fact that, I mean, there is whipped cream in it, but I didn't see it get all weird when I was actually properly like putting it all together. This one's lopsided. I might repipe this one. Spatula, that's better than that. Just because I feel like I could do better. Okay. Let's redo her. Oopsies. It's fine. the method I was using was not working, so we'll just do this version instead, which is similar but not quite the look I was going for. Which sucks a little bit, but it's okay. We'll live. We will live. It's a much better and humane amount of hydrate. Oh my God, you're so right, King. I must. It's also a much better amount of sugar on this one. I feel better about this one. This one's cuter, as you can tell. Hello? She's a little slow. Bitch, hello? It's like the only thing on the damn screen. Okay, there you go. Sorry. Don't forget to stay hydrated. I am forgetting, but thank you for reminding me. Damn, that first one's so fucking ugly in comparison. I can eat some crumbs though. Interesting. It's definitely pumpkin. Hydrate. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Much better. Things are looking up for us. It definitely made us make too much topper, because who the fuck needs this much cinnamon sugar on top of their cupcake? Not me. Certainly not me. It's a lot. Okay. Looking better. They're looking much better. They're like a little short, stubby cupcake, but it's fine. I'm gonna stack these over here so there's still room to plop them in. Okay, we'll take these two over here. Actually, I don't really have room for this one right now. I'm wondering if you were doing the zoom gesture too fast, like less flick speed and more zoom motion, but that's just a guess. Maybe. Maybe. I'll try that next time. Yippee! Okay. This one's a little asymmetrical, but we still love her. That's all right. Okay, this looks good. This is a lot of sugar, y'all. Could have put more icing on this one. She's a little bald. She's bald a little bit. That's okay. You can be bald, I guess. This one's like kind of a perfect cupcake. Well, not really a real sifter. I have a real sifter, but it's just too large for stuff like this. So I just have this here, whatever this is. What's this thing called? I don't even know. Handheld strainer? I don't know. I feel like I'm going a little weak in the frosting department. I don't know. I start frosting these bitches up a little bit more. think I'm just nervous about running out of frosting. This one does look a little bit better, but I don't know. Let me... Okay, you know what? That's actually so ugly. I can do better than that. I can do better than that, and I wish still more effort. Yeah, I want to be able to brag and say that I made these, you know? Okay, that's a better ratio of cupcake to frosting, I think. Methinks. Lots of cinnamon up the nose. Wait, slightly better. I think it's still a little weak, but it's okay. This one's also a little bit ugly, but I don't think I care. Mostly because the actual cake part on this muffin is also ugly. And that's okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. Cute. Maybe I didn't make too much frosting. Maybe I made like just a little too much. I still would have needed more. Okay. Anyway. Okay, part of the reason why it's starting to look so bad when I ice them is because I'm holding the buttercream in my hand when I pipe, and my body heat is also warming it up, which is not helpful. Like, all the buttercream that's in here is much more firm than what's in that, which is not good. So let's open this bitch up, and time to start scooping. 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 Okay. I'm just gonna get butter on my fingers. I give up because I cannot get that part to stop sticking, and that's okay. I'm just sitting here at work wishing I had pumpkin and cinnamon cupcakes. I'm sorry. Can you make some when you're home? You can make them far less pretty than mine, and you probably have more fun. Well, I don't know if I'd call mine pretty. They're just trying to not be ugly. Wait, doesn't like Pillsbury sell like pumpkin spice like cinnamon rolls or something that you can like get in the frozen section? That could be like a good easy equivalent. and just like have a cup of chai with it. If you want the chai flavor. Eee. Okay. I think that's the best we can do with what we got for now. Oh, she's once again lopsided. Damn. It's just too hot in my apartment. Like, my door is open. I don't know what else I can do. Okay, well. Just, it's so melty. Maybe I'm trying to make room in my fridge for these, even though I don't need to be refrigerated. It's just so freaking hot in my apartment that I don't know if it's gonna work if I don't refrigerate them. You know? This one's certainly a little bit scuffed, but that's okay. Shit. Me no care. Yeah, no AC. I fear no AC. That would be incredibly helpful in moments like these, but no. We don't really have that here. We don't really have that here. Nope, I still got. I don't know if you can tell, but it's so hot in my apartment that the frosting's literally just like melting in my hands. I don't know if you can tell. Wait. Yeah, that did work. Okay. I don't know if you can see how reflective my hands are. The frosting is just completely melting in my grip. No, oven's been off for a long time. It's just that hot somehow still. Okay. We almost done. I got 2 more left, and then I think I'll probably wrap stream. And I'll have to clean up my kitchen. I still have to eat dinner. You know how it goes. You know how it is. And I gotta work again tomorrow. I don't know. I also feel like I might be getting a little sicky icky. I don't think like germ sick, but just like tired. You know, maybe just like a little burnt out at work too. Everything. I say as I'm about to like start an entire month of socializing as an introvert. Help me. Why did I do this to myself? The things I do for a sense of community. Painful. Last cupcake. If only I could e-transfer you a frickin' cupcake, I would. I would do it. Last and the most ugly fucking piece of cinnamon we have. Last cupcake. I say as I almost dropped it. They're in the tray. And now I think I will. There's no way that I can't. Like, I have to put these in the freaking fridge. It's just that hot. Like, they're melting right off the cupcakes. And the cupcakes are obviously cooled. They were cooling for a while. I think once I actually eat dinner, there'll be more space. And I can toss them in there. Okay, wait. Ta-da! Cupcakes. They're in there. In jail. In cupcake jail. I'll put these here for now. And I'll put out this candle before I forget about it. And it's now something p.m. It's late p.m. It's almost 11 p.m. Which also means I gotta go to bed soon. And I also gotta clean my kitchen. Which also means I gotta end the stream. I gotta end the damn stream. There's no way I can talk and clean at an efficient rate. It took me probably like almost 4 damn hours to make these freaking cupcakes. Was it worth it? I don't know. I'll have to report back. But thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you were here for a little bit or a while or whatever. Thanks for coming to chill. It was nice. It's nice streaming again. It was nice yapping again. I would like to stream some more. I can't make any promises about stream schedules or whatever, but even short little ones could be funsies. And yeah. So I'm gonna scoop up the remainder of this into probably a container and keep it for something else. I'll probably make something this week. Again, I have a different thing happening on Friday. Probably use it for that. Yeah, so Also to scrub the underside of my nails. Got lots of butter in here now after icing those damn cupcakes. That's super fun. Okay, well, thanks so much for hanging out. I will definitely try to get on some more. Definitely will try. I've been meaning to stream anyway. It's just been a little bit nerve-wracking getting back into it. I've been doubting myself a lot. But even if it's just like little short things, little short game stream, something or another. Okay. Good night, John. Okay, well, thank you so much for hanging out. We'll let you know how the cupcakes went with the group during the next stream. Make myself a cup of tea. Good night. Thank you.